Hey everybody, I'm Rick. That's Pete, and welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. We got game number 81. 81. That's it. Second to last game. Season's almost done.
Game number 81. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing myself. I'm going, what? Is that in my head? Or like, am I going crazy? Like, what's going on? Because it could be. All right, so we'll be bringing you the some play-by-play, some commentary, some talk to you guys in the chat. Hopefully you have a good time. I'm going to remind you right now, even there's not a lot of people here, but people watch it on the playback. Tomorrow night, it's because it's a back-to-back situation here. They're going to end the season against Boston at home. We're going to be bringing you the pregame show, the game, and the postgame show. We're going to do that. Pete's going to join me for both the Hangout and the postgame show. Matt's going to be along. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a little bit of booze and a little bit of fun. And just a cheers to the, to the season. For me, anyway.
I cheers the season every night.
Yeah, for me, it's a cheer to the season. And hopefully you guys will join us for that. The last game of the season against Boston, I'm pretty sure. I know Boston called up some guys. Like there's going to be. I don't think the Boston team's coming up to Montreal to play. Probably like half the team. The big guns are sitting, resting for the playoffs, like that kind of thing. Because the season does end Friday. I don't know if there's games Friday or not, but I know that's the last day of the season. And we'll probably have playoff hockey as soon as Sunday, definitely Monday. We're into the playoffs. So,
yes, sir.
That's where we're at. Right now, how long are we in here? 2 minutes. So we got about roughly 9 minutes till they drop the puck. Whatever you guys in the chat want to talk about, here now's the time. And let's use here. Welcome back, Habs Guru. Go Habs, go. Pete says... I'm here in the chat and soon to be on the show. Go figure. All right. Got his, what's that? Mezcal. I didn't see the L. How do you pronounce that?
Mezcal.
Let's go, Habs. Go. A different bottle this time.
Oh, yeah.
All right. BL says, Pete the Fist, how things going?
It's good, baby. It's good. How about you?
JTO, welcome to the channel. How's it going? Yeah, by chance, let's see, JTO, possibly you're a who are we playing again tonight? An Islanders fan? BL, everybody talks about what will happen to the Leafs if they exit first round. If Pittsburgh doesn't even get an invite to the dance, what will happen there? Well, I mean, right there, window's closing, right? They don't make it this year, their window closed.
Yeah.
Or like you got to figure that's the win. Like their window just went. Especially if, the Islanders, they get a point tonight. That you're going to hear it. Window closed. I don't know. You think they'll try another season and try to make a run again? I guess Crosby and I don't know what Crosby's going to be playing.
Crosby still got it.
Malkin, I don't know what his contract status and all that is. Yeah. Letang, I don't know.
I have no clue what's going on with Malcolm, but I think, Crosby, he's still got it in him. Whether or not Pittsburgh wants to do something with it, that's the question. You would think, with the roster that Pittsburgh has got, you would think that they would just kind of add the few pieces that they need and get over the hump.
No, but there gets to be a point where, you're aging and you just don't, and especially in today's game, an aging team's not gonna, it's not.
If you're old, you're gonna struggle.
You're gonna, at this point.
Mind you, Crosby's not struggling.
Okay, but he's a generational player. Come on.
Yeah.
And at some point he will, right? He'll have that season where he just doesn't get the numbers.
How old is he now? 37? 36?
35, I think. I want to say 35.
35.
Yeah, is what I want to say.
Yeah, so he's still got another 3 years. So do they trade him?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. I'm sure he has a no movement. I'm sure he has a no movement. So and he has said, I believe he said he wants to.
He's going to retire a Penguin.
Yeah, he's gonna play his whole career as a Penguin. I mean, and that makes sense.
He wants to do the Lemieux thing, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's not a thing anymore, right? So you want to be a guy that, it's usually only those great players that do.
Yeah.
Ray, don't bark now, please. Phil says, when the make-believes exit in the first round. What do you think on that now? Okay, just frame it with this. So last night, Leafs played the Lightning, and they beat them 4-3. And I saw that, and I go, damn it. That's, to me, an omen for the – what do you think?
I saw some highlights, and I didn't get to really listen in on it much. It was just a very brief moment of the highlights. I think the Lightning are going to play him tough and physical, and
They're going to have to.
Does not like that.
Well, they like it. They like it a little bit more than they did. Like the late season acquisitions and stuff. I speak to being better at handling that.
Yeah, but how many times is Shen going to fight?
No, I get it. But for me, though, it's the same on the Lightning, though, isn't it? I mean, you're getting aging players. They've been in the race for 5 years now, like playing a lot of hockey. There's going to be a season where, they're not going to be able to do it. I'm worried this is the one.
I'm not worried. Something just kind of clicked in me, and after seeing those highlights, I kind of went, Christ, like the Lightning have been there consistently for the past few years, and they've done the job. They know what it takes. Are they able to flick that light switch one more time? Just one more time.
Yeah, I know, but there's going to be a year where no, they can't. So it's just is this what I'm worried about? Is this the year?
I don't know.
If it's not, it's close.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I wouldn't put my money on any team either team in that one. I just it could go either way.
Yeah, I know that's the problem, right? I mean, it could go either way. I just fear that there's a year where it's gonna be they win the first round. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
As much as we don't want it to, it is gonna happen, and I just fear it's this goddamn year. JFed says Pittsburgh guys all under contract, and BL says I guess that's Crosby is 35. So I was right. Mm-hmm. If Kane can be traded out of Chicago, Sid, Gino, and Letang can be dealt out of Pittsburgh. Yeah, but again, it is. You got to think that for Crosby, he's got no movement, which means he's got to okay it. I don't know. I know he said he doesn't want to leave. Doesn't mean he won't, but
yeah,
hey, maybe that means he'll say the only place I'll go is Montreal. That'd be great. I wouldn't mind Crosby in his last year or two.
Yeah, we're so young. I don't know if he would be able to. Would he be able to keep?
Yeah, and what great. No, that'd be great for leadership value and all that for the team.
Yeah.
For have him as be one of Nick's assistants. I mean, you kidding me? Kidding me?
It'd be a cool thing to see.
It would be, but I mean, I don't see it. I honestly don't see it happening.
The kind of money that he's going to want as well. I don't know if we can afford it.
They need a point. They absolutely need a point. With a point, they clinch the wild card. There's no way Pittsburgh can tie it up because Islanders will have a better record. I think wins, so they have the tiebreaker. So yeah. And JFed Kane was in final year. I mean, yeah, he was. And you were going to pay him Chicago in a rebuild, not paying Kane that kind of money for what? Didn't make sense.
No.
Lemieux does not own the team anymore in Pittsburgh. And that's true. I believe that happened recently. And who knows how these new owners are going to react to not even making the playoffs. True. In other words, there's no loyalty there now from the new owners, really. I don't know. I don't know. Trading Sidney Crosby, fans aren't going to like that.
Oh. That would be horrible on the streets of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That would be just absolutely horrendous.
JFed, Pittsburgh did not blow their chance. If Montreal beats the Islanders in regulation, Pittsburgh didn't blow their chance. They'll have another opportunity to get that to get past them, but doesn't mean they'll do it. But So we'll see. That's why the Islanders, they got to get a point. BL, I know that they can agree to waive the NTC. Of course I know that. Come on. I'm just saying he has a no trade, so he doesn't have to.
BL is pretty quick on the information. We should hire this guy. Look at him.
He always has been.
Yeah.
JFed says Boston ownership group took full control of Pittsburgh, but they were involved in re-signing Malkin and Letang. So it doesn't sound like they're going to want to get rid of these guys. I mean, you want to bring fans in. You kind of need them if they want to stay, right?
They're the big three are going to bring in the money, right?
Right. So I don't see them making a trade, at least not for next season. After that, I don't know.
Yeah, if they don't make the playoffs this year and, they're struggling come trade deadline next year, I see some big moves being made. I could see it.
And Babe, I don't agree with you saying that, though, to be honest, and this is why. He says the only place I can see Sid going is to Montreal. Yes, he said all that stuff about Montreal. But really, if he gets an opportunity to go play with somebody, a friend of his that he's made, he'll probably say yes as easily as saying yes for Montreal.
I could see Sid the Kid go to like LA or
yeah, you don't know where his good friends in hockey are, right? Colorado. You think Colorado? They say, okay, we'll send you to Colorado. With Nate McKinnon, he's gone like that
in a heartbeat.
I would think, right?
I would go,
but I'm saying, right? So, it's not Montreal's not the only place, but he has said, yeah, he'd like to play here. That was with Carey Price. Carey Price not here anymore, so that might change. They're about to drop the puck here, by the way, guys.
Horvat, the Hab killer.
What do you guys see happening in Calgary this offseason? I don't know. I mean, they're close. I don't know if they're. Would you rebuild?
Hell no.
I'd be going.
They're super close. Got to get a goaltending coach in there.
I'd make the improvements to try to win next year. Maybe a new coach. That's possible. Sutter did a few things this season I thought were distasteful.
But that's the Sutter way.
Right? I get it, but that could wear on a team.
It can.
It might be time to bring in now that good guy that they like and they want to fight for. We're underway, by the way. I don't know what time you got on there. For me, it's like underway.
1938. We've already got a whistle.
Yeah, so you're ahead of me.
Finally.
I apologize. Oh. Now we got the whistle. So you're about 10 seconds ahead of me.
So if you figure they're going to bring in a new coach in Calgary, who out there would be
players coach? A players coach. Listen, if they could find a Marty St. Louis in like Flint, if you ask me, right? If they could find a guy like that, but I mean that kind of a guy, like a guy that players like, not a guy the players they bond because they hate him. Not that kind of guy. It's the opposite. That's what you got to do. I think that's what they do.
The Marty St. Louis are not a dime doesn't.
No, I know, but I meant just a guy that the players like.
I totally understand what you're getting at, though. I totally get it.
But I agree that Marty St. Louis, as I did say, if they could find one. Good fast pace to start here.
No kidding. I was just going to say, where did this New York speed come from?
Oh, they got to win this game. What better way to win the game is to put the first nail in the coffin with an early goal on home ice?
And that always is a backbreaker, right?
On home ice, especially, right?
Yep. Oh, and I hate seeing our own players bump into each other. Like, come on, get your hand on us. Let's go.
It happens sometimes, but
yeah. What the hell? Did Drew Ann actually forecheck somebody?
It's his second to last game as a Hab. If he's gonna make an impression, he better do it now.
I think he actually hit somebody.
Yeah, he has. I've seen him be physical, but not often. It's like once every 10 games. Matt posted something on Twitter about it was like your MVP, blah 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 blah. Most disappointing player for me, Jonathan Drouin. Why? Because he should have had a good year.
Right. With all the talent
he should have had a good year, contract year. I'm disappointed that he had a below average year for him. Not just an average season. He was below average. Yeah, so he's the most disappointing. Even though I'm glad he's going to be gone at this point.
It's like we've always said, though. It's that one critical thing is missing from his game, and that's heart. He doesn't have it.
Gotta have heart. There's a good point that I think Guru says Crosby and a few other players took the Penguins from bankruptcy to winning 3 cups in a decade. There's some loyalty there. I think they're going to show their loyalty to those guys. Last thing I need to say on that.
BL Duff. Dominic Ducharme in Calgary.
I wanted to get to that. I saw it.
I love it.
Can guarantee it's not long enough for teams yet. It's not. He ain't getting that job. You got to wait another 5-10 years for him to try if he thinks he's getting a job.
What scares me is the ex-Detroit, ex-Toronto coach. What was his name?
This pace has been really good, man.
It is.
It's an exciting and you know what? That was the first shot. Wow. What's that?
They're moving out there.
Yeah. First shot, though, on Monty in the game, too. But the pace has been good. You know, just as much as they want to win the game, I think these guys want to spoil it for them. So Montreal wants to win this game because they want to keep the Islanders. I mean, they want to be spoilers. That's all you got at this point.
Well, you know, where we're sitting now, does it really matter whether we win or lose?
But it's for them, though, on the ice, it does.
Yeah.
Point of pride, if they can spoil it for them.
Who else out there has played sports, right? We all love knocking somebody down.
Yeah, if you can't be the one up there, you want to knock that guy down. That's just how it is. Some
great passing here, too. I love it.
The pace has been really good. I don't know why the guys. There's somebody was supposed to do play-by-play. I don't know why he's not doing it. I'll get to it. It's been good. We're almost 4 minutes in, by the way. 4 minutes, no score, and only 1 shot on goal by the Islanders. Even though you really can't tell, even with no shots, it's still been exciting. Lee right in the slot. He shot it wide or rang off the post there?
I thought it went over the net.
Because I think the announcer said rang it. I heard him say rang, so it must have rang it off the post.
Okay.
I didn't hear the ding. I didn't hear it.
How come we didn't get credited for a shot there? Odd.
No, I didn't see a shot on goal yet from Montreal.
High slot. Or not high slot.
That was the other way. Oh, they didn't get because he must have shot it over the net, not off the post. If it hits the post, I think it's a shot, but not over the net, obviously.
No, when we went down to the other end, we had a guy in the high circle. Took a shot.
I didn't see a shot actually hit the goalie though, or the net. So he must have. It was wide.
Come on, boys.
Okay.
Come on. We're working.
Yeah, both teams are. Both teams are working. Great pace. How long can they keep it up? We'll see. Puck's bouncing around a bit.
Oh, Suzuki went down on his knees there. Damn. Otherwise, he had a good chance. Got too excited, I think.
Yeah, he tripped. He lost an edge. That's what happened, I think. Trying to accelerate to get the puck. He lost an edge.
So I quickly checked out Joel Teasdale.
Yeah.
Scrappy little bastard.
I don't know what number. Do you know what number is he wearing? Do you know? I didn't catch what number it is.
I forget.
I'm going to look for a number I don't know. We'll look for a number you haven't seen yet.
Is it
That's going to be his number.
Maybe it's like 52 or something.
Yeah, he's on. No, 52 is Barron. He's on the 4th line. That I do know. 38. Yeah. 38. I see him 38? There. Yeah, 38.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Wow, Matheson almost gave it up there. Well, he did, and they almost scored a few seconds after, but that was close. I don't know who that was that he went off the ice, and they gave the Islanders an opportunity there. I don't get what happened. Like right in the slot, he just went to the bench.
It's odd.
Monty going to cover up there. We're going to have a face-off in front of Monty. I didn't see the time. Still hardly any shots, and there's no score. And we are about 6 minutes into this game. Fast pace, not a lot of whistles, and it's been really good hockey without a lot of shots on net.
You know, BL, I swear you're in my head. You know, I swear it. Babcock in Calgary. That's who I was thinking.
I'm going to skip through a bunch of comments. I apologize. I see but is anybody going to hire Babcock, you think? No, I mean, considering what he did, and is anybody going to hire him again like that for a job like that? No.
Isn't he doing fairly well in Saskatoon right now?
Doesn't matter. For what he did to how he treated the players, that doesn't wash today. You can't treat players like that today anymore.
No.
It doesn't work. And you can barely get away with it anymore now either. Because it shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to get away with some of the stuff he did. I don't know. They just cut right in the middle of a play. I didn't lose my stream, but it went to commercial, boom, in the middle of a play. I've never seen that happen before.
Well, yeah.
Did it happen to you?
Yeah, as soon as Monty covered up the puck, they switched to a Skip Dishes commercial.
No, they were doing. No, I just thought they were. I don't know. I've never seen that. They were playing hockey and it cut to a commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Right now, I'm watching Anders Lee skate around in circles.
I got a commercial break thing going on.
Oh, they're showing his giveaway.
Mike Keenan in Calgary. I never liked Mike Keenan. I just never liked him. And that guy, man, he go through goalies back and forth, goalie. He was horrible.
I like Keenan's.
His style doesn't work.
I don't like him as a person, but I like some of the creativity that he was trying to.
That could be, but his style doesn't work anymore. He's again another hothead. So changing from Sutter doesn't work.
No,
you need a nice guy.
You can't do like what I like about him is if you're shit the bed on any given night, he'll bench you just to let you know.
Yeah.
And I respect that. And I think that still needs to be in the game where we're starting to get a little soft with some players in the NHL, but I don't know.
You got to it's what do they call that? Something of merit. You guys get their ice time based on merit. You earn it. If you don't earn it, you sit.
Exactly.
And if you really screw up, like I don't think young guys, I mean, they're going to screw up, right? But I mean, when you're in a championship mode, you make stupid mistakes, you sit for a shift or two.
Exactly.
I don't believe the whole game anymore, but like Drouin.
St. Louis did to Drouin.
Right, like he did to Drouin, right?
At the end of the bench.
Yeah. And by the way, if you guys don't believe that, if you think that's harsh because he was a couple of minutes late, another team, one of the young players, he overslept and he missed the team meeting. They sent him back down.
Yep.
Without like that down. So it's a serious thing.
It's a job. What happens if you show up late to work?
Or you're late for a meeting. You're just late for a meeting. That's not a good thing.
No. So, it's you're a professional ice hockey player. It's a job. Treat it as such.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you let it get out of hand, the chickens will rule the roost if you let that happen.
As soon as you start showing a little bit of weakness like that, it just it'll take over the whole team in no time, and the next thing you know,
nice save by Monty. Good save there by Monty. And if anybody thinks Marty St. Louis is not strict, he is. Thing is, he's good about it and he's fair and all that. But he's strict from what I understand. You don't mess around with his rules too much. And you have to coach like that. All right, let's go back to this game. That was a good save by Monty. Quick chance.
Wouldn't you call that interference?
I wasn't. I'm not looking close enough for any of that kind of. I didn't see anything like that. But that was a good quick save by Monty. A quick chance, a turnover, a shot, and a good save. Monty was my most improved player. As for that little thing I told you about, I had Monty as the most improved this year of the Habs. That's not a rookie.
Yeah, for sure. Monty's done.
Gurianov, nice backhand save.
Right? That's what I was just getting excited about.
A little turnover. Pajot missed the net with the shot. By the way, 5 shots to 1 for the Islanders and no score. And I'm closing in on 10 minutes. So halfway through the first.
We're setting up the plays. We're setting them up now.
Well, both teams, but they're giving away the puck a little bit, Montreal, in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
That's going to cost them at some point.
We definitely need to get our defensemen to get that shot on net and get it through the people. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but
young defensemen, they'll hone that over the next 2-3 years, right?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about any of that. And some of this defensive lapses, I mean, those are going to go away over the next few years as these guys get experience and better.
I don't know if they can sustain this pace for 60 minutes, boys.
With what? It's going to bode badly for tomorrow, right? They're going to be tired tomorrow.
Oh.
Okay, opening goal just about to happen.
All right.
Don't worry, it's okay. Nelson scores. That means people have a chance. Nelson. There were a couple of Nelson guesses there. Awesome. From right in the slot, Nelson through traffic. So Monty looked like he was screened there. So it was 1-0 Islanders.
Nice goal. Nice goal. Nice shot.
Yeah, nice shot. And through traffic, I'm going to see it again. Yeah, you can't really blame Monty. He probably should have had that, but I mean, he was screened a bit there. He probably saw it at
the high corner.
He saw it at the last second. Well-placed shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hard.
Yeah. No, they're not on the power play. A little pressure here by Montreal. Trying to get this goal back.
Oh, we got somebody. We're neglecting the.
Are we? Yeah, I'm sorry, by the way, everybody. Kaleem St. Louis, by the way, welcome to the chat. Who's your cousin? If you want to get to any comments, you read them out. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I will.
I'm just good. Who's your cousin? Who's St. Louis your cousin? Come on. Marty St. Louis' cousin's not hanging out here. Hey! Jay Bats! Jay Bats is in the room. Look at that. How you doing, buddy? Nah, Habs don't need to lose the last 2. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter.
Worst that can happen is Arizona scoots by us.
But Jay Bats, how you doing, man? Good to see you back in the chat. I was just talking about you actually the other day. I don't know if it was in the chat or just with Pete and Matt. And I was saying I'm wondering how Jay Bats is doing. And that was just like a week or so ago. Good to see you, man. How you doing? Everything okay? Good to see you, Jay Bats. I'm really happy to see you here. West, I'm going to call you West. I think I always say WST. From Nova Scotia. Welcome in, buddy. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? I think he might have been screened a little bit there and saw it kind of late. So it's kind of one of those. Lucas, I think it is for you. Sorry to hear that, though. Me too. I fell off in mine.
I like what BL Duff has to say there with all the coaches for Coach of the Year. I think the guy in Seattle, Hackstall, or whatever his
Listen,
name.
any coach that's with a team with this kind of record, doesn't matter. He's not going to get Coach of the Year.
No.
Will St. Louis ever win Coach of the Year? I think so. I wouldn't worry about him getting one of those. He's got a long career as a coach ahead of him, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Bruce, Horvat is good. He's a bit of a Habs killer, too. So I just don't like what he said about the fans in Vancouver. Whether I don't know if it's true or not, I don't like what he said. He kind of put them down.
He tried to come back and say, "Oh, I meant it in a different context." And
yeah, I know, but maybe that's true. I don't know.
And he was excited. Oh, come on, Pitlick!
Jay Best, all the best to you, brother. Hopefully, I know we're at the end of the season, but hopefully we'll start seeing you again regular. But I hope everything's okay, buddy.
Hey, Jay Best, how you doing, brother? Cheers to the bat.
So we are almost 12 minutes in on my clock to this first period. So shots are 6-2 in favor of the Islanders. So Montreal got a shot for a little while, and it's 1-0 for New York. And I'm just babbling away. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out of me. Pace is still good. I mean, this pace hasn't slowed down.
Oh, Jesus. We're getting chances. This is good. We're getting chances. Just got to bury it.
And you're seeing why Sorokin is so good. I mean, he's and why they put him in there.
Yep.
You know, you got to figure Montreal should probably have a goal here already. Although they're not getting shots on net, 3 shots on net, you're not going to score a ton unless you're getting the puck on the goalie.
They're collapsing down in front of the goaltender pretty good. That's something we need to work on in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, over the next 2-3 years, they're going to be doing that.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see which coaches stay, which coaches go.
Yes, I know. It's going to be interesting.
That'll definitely show what our progress will look like for next year. He just went over the net. That did. Close.
That should have been interference on Galley.
Yeah.
Was that Horvat? Who was that?
Not sure who it was.
Was that right? There's no reason to hit. He didn't have the puck. Why is he?
Land-based it into the boards back first.
Yeah. Icing against Montreal. Bruce, I know we were just talking about that. He apologized. I know he did. That's a pretty shitty thing to say. J-Bats, I don't think that they do, though. I think Monty is Monty's going to be even better next year. And I don't think it's the year yet to worry about that anyway. Right? Another year, maybe the season after, but they're not ready for that goalie yet. And Monty might end up being that guy if he keeps getting better. Numbers? What's that?
Oh, my goodness. Most starts with a .950 save percentage. Ilya Sorokin with 22. Leads the league.
Yeah. Sorokin's always been a good goalie. I mean, his numbers have always been good. And the Islanders are a really good defensive team, so I'm not surprised.
I'd like to see the Islanders go far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, for Romanov's sake, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't have any particular tie to them.
Nor do I. But, it's a good
they're going to play Boston probably.
Yeah.
First round.
They're the kind of team that could give Boston a hard time.
You never know, right? We'll see. Listen, upsets are going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Boston's kind
Always
of in
do.
that. Boston's in that line for an upset because they're the President's Trophy winner. Like I said, only two President Trophy winners since early 2000s have gone on to win the cup. So it's not, the jinx is still on for that.
Right. So
Yeah.
you never know what can happen here.
And the thing, sorry.
Every game you start from scratch.
Right. No, that's right. They got to be played on the ice. The thing I hate about it is Boston got 1 point ahead of Montreal's all-time points total.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but I don't know.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you're just seeing
he
that,
hit Teasdale. He hit his pad. He shot it right on his pad. Like Sorokin didn't even. It wasn't a save necessarily. He was hit by that
off
puck.
the blocker or off the pad and off.
But then you could say that pad was there. That pad was there because he knew where to put it, and it's but he hit his pad. Damn it! I had Teasdale as the first goal of the game. Hell, did he hit a post with it? I might have seen it all wrong.
The first save was off the pad or blocker or whatever, and then the next one was off the post.
So Teasdale came that close even.
Someone run it off the post.
Damn it. I would have been that close to the first goal, but I just had a feeling Teasdale. I said, no, Teasdale is not. And in my head, it kept being Teasdale. So I put Teasdale. Fire the entire medical staff in the offseason? Yeah, I'm not sold yet on that. If next season, I've said this many times, I know, if these injuries, if it's the same next season, I agree with you. But, everything I've heard the players say about their medical staff and trainers has been good. So.
Yeah, something needs to be looked at. You need to bring somebody in to have a look and see what's going on there.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes either. That I agree. J-Bats, Monty's a good number 2 right now, but I mean, he's kind of taken away the number 1 from Allen, in my opinion, and he's going to be better in the next 2-3 years over that time. He's just entering his prime. I think there's I don't know what his ceiling is. I'm not saying for sure he's going to be the number 1. He's got potential though.
He's only 25. Remember
26.
26.
He hits his prime next season. But he's just entering that. So for a goalie, he's got a few years to go yet where he'll be getting better. And I think he could end up being that guy. I like Monty. Something about him, I like what I see.
Well, like I go with my gut, and when it comes to Monty, my gut is saying just stick with him. He's going to pull through, and he's going to show you what his value is. I mean,
he's going to be a good goalie.
The flashes of brilliance here and there, he makes saves that are.
He's just starting to come into his own. If he fully comes into his own, he's got really good potential.
Yeah.
And no matter what, last year, everyone still sees the guy last season at the beginning of the season when that's not the same guy. He's already gotten way better.
Right.
It seems like a lot of people don't see it. I don't know how.
Well, another thing that's got to be remembered is, he's probably just this season learned how to study opposing teams and their nuances, right? So just like other teams study what he does. So, there's a lot to it. And I think he's starting to get it. And the sky's the limit with the kid.
He is, because he's at the beginning of his rise. So will he rise? I think so.
I mean, a lot of people have I find that a lot of people have a bit of a bitter taste in their mouth because, he was here when Ducharme was here, but
right under that first game
under St. Louis, look at how much he's progressed under St. Louis.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know he's definitely progressed. I don't know how people don't see that.
Oh my God! No!
Oh, Farrell for a shot.
Yes, Monty. That's how you stare somebody down.
Breakaway. Palmieri and a nice poke check save by Monty.
See, it's that kind of stuff that he's starting to do.
Yeah, I don't feel like every time when they get a chance, we're going to see a goal against anymore, which we did last season for a while.
See, look at that.
I don't feel that anymore.
Old school tool right there that he used. Oh,
he's a confident goalie. Last season, you saw a shaky guy, not confident.
Yep.
Now you're seeing a confident goalie out there. That's what I'm seeing anyway.
Whoa. BL, what are you getting at? What do you mean we're the softest team in the league? Are you meaning like since Jack-Eye went down? Oh, wait, especially
yeah, he says that.
Went bye-bye. Yeah.
I don't really disagree with him there. There's a lot of times I would wish there'd be more pushback, and there's not.
There isn't. But, not having – well, you'll see what I say when I –
with all the injuries and a lot of the big guys like that, it's not a total surprise.
No. You got to remember, when he's out there, everybody plays 3 inches taller, and we haven't had
true.
Time. So
it's very true. BL's definitely set on this goalie Gabriel Daig coming in, and he might, and he'll share the net with Daig when he gets here. Yeah, I don't give up on Primo. Primo's a lot like Monty, actually. I saw the comparison. It makes a lot of sense. Primo, another couple of years, and Primo will be just like Monty, I think. And he'll come in. You got to give us some time yet. He's only 24, I think, Primo's not old. Not for a goalie. Ooh, another nice grab. Another nice grab by Monty there.
Yeah, that was beauty.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's focused and he's confident. And he is what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, he's doing it, He's executing.
So like he's just focused. He's locked that puck down and he's got his head down.
And that's what happened.
Nobody's gonna land on him.
Yeah, I see a confident goalie when he hits his full stride and he's got that kind of confidence, he's gonna be good. Like really good. And he's already leading the league there's a stat or two. He's leading the league. He's up in the top 10. Not leading the league, but he's up there.
Listen, we don't have the best defense in the league, and look at how he's doing. There's some games where we've let in a lot of goals and whatnot.
It's not always his fault.
No, it's the 2 men that are in front of the 5 men that are in front of him that need to be doing something. And most nights we fail defensively.
I think so. Hey, Brad. Jay Batts, I don't know. To say he hasn't really. I'll agree with you there. A couple of flashes, but that doesn't mean you give up on him.
I don't see Matt. What do you think, Matt?
No, I think we're both right when we said probably not. Another nice save there by Monty. He didn't get the rebound exactly, but it was pushed away or thrown into the corner, so no problems. Come on, guys. Time to get a goal.
Got to do something. Where's the pushback? I think Pitlick is going to score tonight. He's playing with that.
Let's see.
Just need Gallagher to stay vertical.
Brad, it's not the last. There's a game tomorrow. Boston is in town, and
did we get it?
The last game.
We got it. Pitlick. I just called it. Was it Pitlick?
Oh, I don't see it yet. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know who that was.
It was Pitlick. I called it. Damn right.
Ram Pitlick. You did. You freaking called it. Okay, where's your time machine? I want to see that. Nice call there, Pete. Nice call. So Pitlick ties it up. on a little slapper from the what is on that side?
Oh.
The right circle.
You see that replay?
The bottom of the right circle too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beauty.
Nice feed by Evans, eh?
Yep.
Nice feed by Evans.
About time Evans stepped up and did here too.
With his head up. Nice.
Oh, sorry. A little late to the game there. You called for a goal. I said who it was. We got what we wanted. Come on, boys. Get another one.
Bruce, I don't call ever for shaking up a goalie by hitting him. No, I don't believe in that. Not on purpose.
No.
Besides, anyways, they didn't need to. They got the goal.
Hey, Bats. Cheers, buddy. Here's a question for everybody out there. What do you think has happened with our big defenseman, Mr. Edmondson? Do you think he's hurt again?
Why do you say that?
He's not playing with that fire. He's not hitting.
Oh.
Damn it. Damn it.
2-1 Islanders. Oh, that was just a bad bounce off his shoulder. He didn't know where it was and then tapped in by...
Just as I asked if there was something wrong with Edmondson as well.
Fascist. Does that say fascist on the back of his sweater? It does, though.
No.
Fashing. Okay, it's close. Bad turnover here. Yeah. Bad bounce. Like Monty got it, the piece of it bounced off his shoulder and up, and that's where it went wrong. Yeah, he had no chance. He didn't know where the puck was. As soon as he saw it, it was in the net.
What is this? Taking down players after they've let the puck go. Like, well after they've let the puck go. Refs are...
Armia just took it.
He just knocked the stick out of our defense.
Armia just took an elbow, I think, to the chin or a shoulder. I'm not sure, but it looked like an elbow.
Yeah, somebody just knocked the stick out of Barron's hands. Going over the blue line.
Shouldn't the ref hand it back? Oh, no, we're not the Leafs. That's true.
I know.
Fishing. No, I think it's with a G, not a K. And it's fashing. That's why I made the joke, fascist. I'm not calling him a fascist. I just thought his name. I'm not calling him that. So nobody get me in trouble. I didn't call him that at all.
Bruce, I hear what you're saying. Let me just read the comment. Rick, just like I said, we got traffic and bingo. Yeah, Sorokin is not good when he's got traffic to deal with. It wasn't just the traffic. We pulled Sorokin left to right.
Yeah. That's
right to left.
That's what you got to do. You got to move the goalie around. By the way, J-Bats. Hey, J-Bats, hopefully we'll see you again soon, and you take care, buddy. It was really good to see you in the chat again, bud.
Take her easy, J-Bats.
Yeah, it's not worth the penalty to scare him and shake him up. No. I don't think you do that to a goalie. By the way, we're after it's 2-1 after the first period. Right? It's 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. So we got an intermission here. We got about 15 minutes till they drop the puck for the second. So whatever you guys want to talk about, let's do that here in the chat. Give it a thumbs up if you're having a good time and enjoying the game and the live stream.
What don't you think so, Bruce? What did I say something that you disagree with? If you do, that's cool. It's all good.
was a lucky goal. That was that was a lucky goal. Lucky bounce for the goal. What are you gonna do?
What, our
It
goal
ha-
or the
no,
Islanders?
their go ahead goal here.
Yeah, that was a fortunate bounce for them, but our goal was brilliant with Evans. He made like he was going to shoot, and then he
Yeah,
tapped.
it was good. Yeah.
That was great.
No, but there was a bad, unlucky bounce. If it would have hit his shoulder, bounced forward, probably the goal doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Just that the way it bounced up and then dropped at his pad.
that's the one thing I dislike is that goal within the last minute and a half of the period. It's a crusher going into the dressing room.
It can be. Let's hope. I mean, listen, it can be. It doesn't have to be, but
No,
yeah, usually it means they'll carry that momentum start the second. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think this Montreal's playing well. I mean, the pace has been good. The chances on both sides.
Yeah.
I don't find. I want to say I don't find the Islanders had a ton of zone time more than Montreal. It's pretty even.
yeah,
I think.
I was going to say I'm leaning towards kind of even chances. Chances I'd give the Islanders about a half a dozen more chances than us, but
I don't know.
We're starting to get some shots on goal. I mean, I think
shots are close.
8 to 10, wasn't it?
I think at 10-8, yeah. Shots are close. Or it's 11-8 probably. Any Slavkovsky updates besides his graduating from junior high? Was it junior high or high school? No.
Cool.
No, I mean, he was, what did I did hear about him? He said he will be at next training camp. He say he wants to be, he will be, but he'll be way more prepared for an NHL season next season. Something to that effect is what I heard from him. That's the only Slavkovsky news I've got. But it means it's the right attitude.
Yeah,
Guy wants to be better, and he vows to be better when the season starts next season. And you expect he will be.
Well, he can't go down. The only way is up. I mean,
yeah, I mean, considering he didn't have a full season, so I mean, exactly. It can only go up and be better,
right? And he has now had the experience, albeit from the press box and whatnot, of what it's like to go through an NHL season. So,
right.
It's
and maybe in the end, good thing wasn't an 82 game season, so he hasn't had that grind, and he's a little more prepared now for that grind.
Exactly.
And it's something that, who did I just see? Was it Harvey? No, not Harvey Pinard, but one of the young guys, one of the rookies, talking about just that it's a grind and it's hard. Jordan Harris yesterday. It's hard to get used to that coming from college where they play 36 games, maybe 40. And then you got the 82 game season. It's a tough grind and hard to get used to. So,
it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about the NHL is tough. It's everything. I just.
By the way, there's a kid I like, Jordan Harris. What do I like about him? He seems like a really intelligent kid. I like the way he talks about the game and analyzes it when they ask him questions. I like this kid. And I've heard
he's a very smart kid, Rick.
He's a really smart kid. This is what I've heard. Like, he's really intelligent. And you see it in the way he's not giving like a rookie answers. He's talking like a veteran and very precise and well-spoken. I really like this kid. And always a smile on his face. Well, I just like that about him. Yeah, and he really seems like I've heard that he's a really nice kid, super smart and really nice, and he seems like that in his little interviews. I like that. Hey, Adam, how you doing, man? Have we recovered from that 7-1 beatdown? Oh, they're horrible. Why did they put that power play unit out? Oh, but yeah, of course we recovered. Yeah, you're not going to find us whiny Habs fans hear about that. I can't believe that in the Leafs game, Habs fans complaining that they put out their first power play unit right to the end. Well, that's, of course you're doing that.
Exactly.
Anyways, generation that can't handle losing or can't handle, I don't know what they can't handle. Not being the best. Yeah, I mean, what's to recover from? You go on to the next game. That game's over. Next game's up. BL's calling a Boston-Edmonton Stanley Cup final. Yeah, I'm not, when asked a while back about, and I said Boston for the Cup, I'm not so confident in that. Hearing the stats for the President's Trophy winners, that it really is a bit of a jinx, and I don't know how Boston's going to handle that. So I'm going to wait a little bit on that.
I want to watch the first couple of games, first 3 or 4 games, and then I'll start figuring it out from there.
BL says, yes, he's smart. He went to college. I like the way he spelled college. No, it's not that. Listen, a lot of guys go to college. They're not all as intelligent as this kid is. You could just see it in the way he answers the questions, right? They're very intelligent answers.
Like, he's book smart.
Well thought out. Yeah, and analyze well. Like, he knows, that's all I'm saying. You just yeah. And I mean, I've heard this about him, so it's not like me just saying that. Adam, no worries. I can handle messing with, no problem, man. That's the whole point, right? Can rag on each other. It's no problem.
Adam, you got to enjoy it now, brother, because it's not going to last for much longer.
Well, who knows, right? No, listen, Adam's smart enough to know he's not. I mean, he's pretty confident, but I think from what he said already here in the chat, I mean, he knows that there's a good chance that it could go bad. But we'll see. Games have to be played on the ice, man. Games have to be played. Yes, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about last night's game. When I saw the result and I said, they beat them 4-3. Damn it. That, to me, is a bad omen for the first round. And for Adam, a good omen.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying there. Totally understand. But at the same time, you flip the coin on that one. It can also be, they just barely escaped that game with a 4-3 win. And it was a very abusive game.
I didn't see it. Did you see it?
Toronto put up with that kind of gritty, grinding, in-your-face kind of play for 7 games, potentially? I don't know.
I think they're better set up for it than they were. Ray, don't bark.
They're way better set up than they ever have been, but I still think their goaltending, to me, is still an issue. If Samsonov goes down, what's next?
That's the problem. As far as Samsonov, I can't even say his name, himself, he's just young and he hasn't had the experience yet, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be adequate or to very good. But if something happens to him, that's trouble.
Right? And then
if there's an injury on defense, that's trouble.
A lot of people say, well, hey, where was I going with this? It's, the teams, like you said, it's one on the ice, but it's also the experience. Toronto has never made it past the first round in years. So they don't have that experience that the Lightning have. So
this Toronto team doesn't have a lot of success or experience closing out a series. I get it, but that's also speaks well of their acquisitions at the end. These guys do.
Yeah.
They brought in guys that do. There's potential there for what I'm saying to be, I think. So anyway, we'll see what happens because the games, like
it'll be interesting
have to be played. Have to be played on the ice. We won't know, but I'm worried. I'm worried as a Toronto hater.
And it's kind of really exciting to see. Like Winnipeg has stepped it up. Dallas is stepping it up. Everybody's now starting to step it up, and I'm finding that it's starting to switch to that. The refs are starting to switch to that game mode as well. Of okay, playoffs are coming. Time to put the whistles kind of
over the last kind of like couple, maybe week and a half. That I think you're right. because
last
I
couple
have
of
less
games
complaints
that everybody's
about.
been playing have been just awful officiating.
Yeah,
But
there's less complaints lately the last week or two about that. I agree.
where I was going with it,
And Adam, you're 100% right. He says Tampa never had success until they did, and that's like any other team, right? But
Yep.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. Your team is definitely better put together for a first round success than they have been. We'll see. But I'm leaning towards, man, they're going to win a first round. And I'm not happy about it, but you wouldn't expect me to be. All right. Whatever else you want to talk about in the chat while we wait for the second period, which we should be coming up soon.
Very deep, not too worried there. Time of the Adam, what do you think is going to happen with your boy Matthews? Sticking around? Bye. What?
I believe. I think I've asked him that.
Have you?
Like most Leafs fans, they believe he'll stick around. And I don't blame them. I mean, if I'm a Leaf fan, yeah, I'm gonna think that Matthews.
How do you keep him though? With the kind of money that he's going to demand,
I hate being a Leaf defender, but look at what Dubas did at the trade deadline. Nobody would have guessed some of those moves. Like he'd be able to do this, right?
Yep.
So he'll come up with something, I guess. I don't know. I'm saying if I'm a Leafs fan, that's how I'm thinking, right?
Yeah. Be interesting. I'm interested to see what develops. I mean, especially if they don't make it out of the first round. Shanahan, Dubas gone. Players that are there are going to do the big time to move on. This isn't going to work out here. So I don't know. Be interesting to see.
Adam thinks he'll stick around. Says he have a feeling he'll resign for not long term, but like 3-4 years. But again, even 3-4 years, how are they going to afford him though? Because the lower the term, if I'm correct, which means they'll probably have to pay him more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't see how the money's going to work out. But like I said, I don't know. Dubas is going to sell his soul to the devil. I mean, that's what's next, right?
He's going to have to sell something.
No. The other option, I don't want to even think about like that. I don't need to think about him selling himself. No.
I don't think anybody wants that. Have you looked at the guy really closely?
No.
I have. He's a very dweeby-looking twit.
Yeah.
Nice.
BL, definitely. I think that's a good point. If they go out in the first round again, U-turn. That's Matthews for BL. Yeah, he says he takes a U-turn and he stays wherever the hell he ends up. Yeah, he goes to a really big market. I think when he leaves Toronto, he goes to a huge market, and I think if a huge market makes him an offer, I think he's going there.
I would.
Although they can't really it's tampering, right? While next season, there's at no point till the season's over can they talk to him. That's till the July 1st, I think, is tampering, right? Yeah. Too bad.
Anybody notice the elevated play of goaltender Hellebuck?
I don't pay close attention to Winnipeg, but they're talking Vezina.
In general, I can't believe that all the teams that are just Minnesota is on fire. Winnipeg, Hellebuck is
try not to BL.
Hellebuck is just crazy. What he did yesterday. Wow.
He can do that. Hellebuck's a good goalie.
He's a great goalie. He deserves a Vezina.
Someone earlier was saying Sorokin's probably his biggest competition for that right now.
Yeah, I believe so. I agree.
He may look like a dweeb, but Caulfield looks like a hobbit. Oh, relax there. I'm wearing a Caulfield shirt. That's coming close now, Adam.
Caulfield looks like a hobbit. Is that the best you got, Adam? Really?
He doesn't score like a hobbit, though, as BL just says, and that's true. Hey, listen, remember, if you remember, I think last season I said Matthews will not get 60. He's whatever, probably not even going to get 50. I was right. If you look at Caulfield's numbers, and if he didn't get injured, he'd be ahead of Matthews in goals. And I said Caulfield's a better goal scorer. So far, I'm feeling like I'm right. So if he looks like a hobbit and he does all that, I'm good. And I don't think the French girls here in Quebec feel he looks like a hobbit, though. I bet. I bet
even
you.
The girls. I've got 2 girls in my home that are 18 years old, and they're salivating looking at the little cutie patootie.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm sure he does well for a hobbit. At least he doesn't try to start fights that he isn't going to, he's going to leave up to his teammates to settle. Matthews won't waste UFA status, only signing 4 years. He'll sign max term and length. Not in Toronto. Ooh, in a big market, true. Yeah.
That's true.
In a big market, yeah. To say Hellebuck for the best, I mean, that's low-hanging fruit because everybody's talking about that, though. So it's just low-hanging fruit. That's why I didn't say anything. Caulfield is going to be a great player. And listen, Matthews has talent. He's a great, talented guy. I just don't like him. And I don't believe I can say very many good things about him. So unless you want me to throw up on screen, because I was just eating. If you want to see me puke, I could try to say nice things about Austin Matthews, but it won't be pretty.
Adam, I agree. Toronto is a big market, but
it's not what I mean. Big American market. I'm talking a big American market.
Think of some of the states markets where he can go sign a contract and not pay the aggressive tax that he's paying here. In
tax, sponsorships. Imagine how much money he can make in doing stuff in LA,
now, he
in New York.
His apartment in Toronto, and he's noticed very quickly and easily. And after listening to a lot of these podcasts that are out there for NHL players. Oh, second period's back up, boys.
Not yet here, but it's going to be in a sec.
A lot of players do not like the limelight. They want to just be able to go out and go to McDonald's or to Hardee's or
whatever. Which you can do in New York or LA.
Yeah,
you can. If it's hockey, for sure. We're underway here. BL, French girls will fall in love with his bank account, but that's girls everywhere. It's not going to be just because they're French girls. And what French girls are going to do for that bank account? Oh my God.
We can't talk about that on this. No.
Cannot talk about
it. Come on, boys. Get in there. It's nice looking ice.
See all the colors there, NHL and all that colors. If you're a Republican, you can't go there. If you see that, your head's gonna blow up.
Matthews will get a raise, whatever the amount per year is, wherever it may be. I agree, J-Fed.
He'll go somewhere that can afford that $15 million. Where can they afford it? New York,
$15 million a year.
Well, he's probably going to look for something like that. He's already making like 11.
That's what he said he wanted. I remember there being a little bit of a controversy about him opening his mouth and spewing these words.
No, I know. Honestly, every time I've seen him speak, he's been respectable. Like I even like his sense of humor, to be honest. Some of the answers he gives to some of the reporters, I got to say, reluctantly, he's got a good sense of humor about it. I like some of his answers. Much as I don't like the guy, I have liked some of his answers. I think I have to go and throw up. Just give me a second. I'm getting nauseous.
My daughters, they see him in a commercial, they see him on TV, and they're just like, they get the dry heaves. They start doing the big thing.
No, but every now and then on Twitter, I'll pass through, right? I'll listen to what he has to say. And he's being snide to a stupid reporter's question. And I understand that. And his answers are pretty funny, actually,
Well,
in
maybe
general. So
comedy.
I'm just trying to give him his props for something. Doesn't make me like him any better, though.
Adam, if the Islanders lose, no, they are not out. They're still in it.
No, if the Islanders lose, right, they're still in it. Right. They need a point to clinch tonight.
Damn. You're
I
gonna like
missed?
this, Rick. Holy shit.
How did he keep that out? Did that?
Holy shit.
Wow, how did Monty keep that out? Wow, what a save by Monty there. Wow. I'm telling you, he makes spectacular saves sometimes.
And we get a penalty. Interference, Edmondson.
Well, I mean, if you're going to have to take a penalty, that's kind of a time when you do.
God damn. Where did that puck go? It went from his left and ended up on his right?
He saved it with his arm, I think, that one we're talking about. There, he just pushed it out enough with his fingertips. Wow.
He's keeping him in it.
That's called last second desperation, second effort, and just a little bit, and it was enough.
I don't know, brother. That was very Barrasso-like. That's who he shows flashes of every now and again. Barrasso-like.
By the way, on the Islanders thing, the reason this is important, I believe this is the last game of the season for the Islanders. This is their last game. So Pittsburgh has one more. They could pass them. That's why they need this point.
I would love a shorty right now.
That's what she said last night. Almost. There was almost a chance there. Evans could have got away with that. So about a minute on my screen, minute 5 left in the power play.
I got 49 seconds.
We're 4 minutes into the second. It's 2-1 for the Islanders. They're starting to pull away again with shots, 15-9.
Adam, I am not a basketball fan. Sorry, brother.
No, I don't know. And if I was, believe me, Toronto wouldn't be my team. Just like baseball, I'm sorry, I can't get behind the Blue Jays.
Tall people like that, you can't hit them. Like, what are you going to do? A short guy like myself? How am I going to punch somebody who's 6'6", 6'8"?
Yeah. And basketball, no, you're not allowed. I think because remember a long time ago, I don't remember the guy's name, but someone punched. They had a fight, and it literally fractured his neck. Whatever, it was literally his head was separated from his body. Like he almost died from it. Ever since then, I think it's really verboten to throw a punch in basketball.
Wow.
Big guys like that, they could literally take your head off.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened. He almost took the guy's head off.
I like what the Islanders do, and they never get called for it. And I've noticed this in a few games that I've watched. When the play goes behind the net, one of the forwards or the defenseman will just kind of curl back and come behind the net as the opposing player is coming and just create that little bit of interference. But
it's a pick then. Isn't that a pick?
It's a gentle pick, yeah. But they'll bump the player. Technically, in the rule book, that is interference. And
that's the pick. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Called for it.
Yeah.
Let go of the stick. I don't know what's going on with Gurianov, but his play has fallen off, and I was so hyped when we got him.
I know. I don't know what.
I don't know if it's because of the line he's on, or
I don't know. It makes me wonder about a contract for him, like what they're gonna do.
Yeah, well, the way he's playing right now, I mean, he's playing with Gallagher, and I can't remember who the other person is, but this could lead into benefits for us. Maybe we can sign him for a cheaper contract because he didn't produce very much. I don't know. It'd be nice.
Well, that's probably what's going to happen, right? Or they're gonna let him go, or they're gonna move him to another team. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, I don't think he's earned that qualifying offer of $3 million.
I don't think 3.5 or was it 3.5?
3. 2. He was making 2.9, so I think you got to offer him 2.9, which is same thing. I can't pronounce that, but welcome to Earth. I was going to call you Earth. Penguins fan? I don't know why you.
Earthquake Jake.
Oh, is that? I guess that is Earthquake Jake. Oh, there you go. See, all those accents and shit threw me off. Yeah, I mean, sure, go Penguins, go. Oh, I guess it's right. This is an important game for a Penguins fan. You're right. I get it. Welcome to the channel, though. I mean, Montreal's not winning this game, but it's close. I mean, still a lot of hockey left, so it's I mean, if you're a Penguins fan, you still have hope here.
Yeah, don't count the Habs out until that final buzzer blows.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Don't get around that till that final. It wasn't buzzer though. I think he said something. I think he said something more like that. No, I'm not going to say it.
That's what Dubas usually says.
Yeah, there you go. Blow me, buzzer. Or is buzzard? Maybe that's what it is. Hey, Drew, how's it going, man? Good to see you. You're a Habs fan tonight? No, I figured that, of course. No, I get it. I was just wondering, like, why would a Penguins fan come in? Yeah, right. It makes sense tonight. Nick Suzuki does rock. Good that you recognize that. Nice to see that other teams recognize that. All right, I don't got a
poor
TV
kid for his age. He's so
for all the talk. Remember about the captaincy, right? Are they going to give it now? This channel here, at least me, I don't know how you. I'm not sure how you felt. Yeah, Nick Suzuki's going to make a great captain. Blah blah blah. Now, a season after he's been captain, right? A whole season, and the reviews of his captaincy are amazing. Like he's been a great first-year captain.
He's a great leader.
And they're all saying, yeah, he handles it well. It's no, was going to have no problem handling being a captain.
How can he not be a great leader with the addition? Oh, Pitlick coming down again, setting it up. And, oh no, Pitlick is on fire tonight. You're going to see it in a few seconds here. He's got his legs moving. He's looking, head up.
Someone just hit a post, whoever that was, by the way.
That was Pitlick.
Oh, that was Pitlick? Yeah, he just hit a post. Montreal backed into the playoffs that last time. They went all the way.
Yep.
Almost. So, yeah, you can back in. You never know what the playoffs are going to bring, right? They look shitty tonight. Opening night of the playoffs, I could easily see them looking great and surprising the Bruins.
What people forget is when you're in the playoffs, and not talking from any experience of that caliber of playoffs, but when you're in the playoffs, whole mindset changes. It's no longer a 2-game season. It's now we just need 16 W's. That's it.
It goes up a notch. Everything, if you're, goes up.
And when you only need 16 wins, he was trying to do it again. Off the post this time, though. You're right, Rick.
What? Did he hit the post?
With Pitlick.
He hit the post. I heard the ding.
But yeah, it's just 16 wins. That's it.
Yep. Wow, it's
16
just 16.
wins.
16. It's not, I mean, it's not an easy 16 wins,
It's
but
not
yeah.
easy, but it's not
But
82
yeah,
games.
that's what it, and that's their mindset. They count it down one at a time.
Exactly.
One game at a time. Hopefully one win at a time.
Well, it's like what Marty St. Louis said: one shift at a time, one game at a time. Just break it down.
Big push here by the Islanders trying to score. Good block there by Gurianov, and a good save earlier by Monty. And they relieve the pressure.
What's the whistle for?
We're almost halfway through the game. And the second. Offside against the Islanders. It's a 2-1 Islanders game. We're just 10:59 left in the second. And it's been a good game.
It's been a competitive game. That's all I asked for.
I haven't done any play-by-play because I think having a lot more fun just talking to you guys in the chat and discussing the game than me doing play-by-play. Since Pete and I are not lined up perfectly, I think this is the best. So that's
I kind of wreck it because I can't hold my excitement when we score.
No, don't worry about it. That's okay. Don't worry. Nobody in the chat ever worries about it. Why should you? I'm used to it anyway. That might have been a high stick touching the puck. They didn't say anything. Nice stretch pass there. Oh, Armia just couldn't get his stick on that. Little tip in almost there for Armia.
The Islanders. The Islanders can play both rough and finesse. They choose to go with the finesse or the rough game a little bit more, the tenacious forecheck and whatnot. So, yeah. Whereas Pittsburgh, they have that finesse game going. It's all about finesse. Oh, BL, why would you ask that question of Rick? Hey, Rick, did you watch the Fifth Estate special on sports betting?
I did not. I would have, and no, you're laugh, but I would have watched that. I'll maybe go take a look for that on YouTube. It might be out there. I'd like to see what they say about it and what their take is.
Yep, there it is. Shit.
There you go. No, it didn't happen.
Palmieri.
Pressure here.
Is it Palmieri?
Yep. Little tip in by Palmieri right in front of Monty. You can't blame Monty on that. It was redirected right in front of him. 3-1 Islanders.
And once again, there's something wrong with Edmonton's game right now. Or is it because he's paired up with Weidman, who is not very good defensively?
Is he paired up with Weidman? That's probably your answer there. Yeah, he is. Well, wait a second. What was Edmondson doing wrong? He had his guy tied up.
Yeah, and then he went out to try to block the shot.
He had his guy tied up when the shot came in. He did his job. Not Edmondson's fault. It's on Weidman.
Edmondson would drop down to a knee. He was skating out towards.
No, I just saw it. He had the guy tied up completely and out of the way. Out of the way and tied up. Edmondson did his job. I don't blame him on there at all.
I'm rewinding right now.
They just showed it a few times in slow motion. He had his guy tied up. Anyways, they went to commercial break, so you got a minute or two. Rick will agree with the Fifth Estate boys. I had a feeling, and I'm going to look for that because I'm interested to see people with the right take.
Yeah, my bad. Edmondson did have him tied up. It was,
if anything, it was Weidman.
Yeah, it was Weidman that I was.
Or you could blame it on Monty then, but it was a tip in. What was it? A tip in?
Yeah, it was a tip in.
But Edmondson had him tied up.
and he still tipped the puck.
Okay, but I mean, he had him tied up and out of the way, and he did it. He did everything he
did
could.
his job. He did his job. It's just when I just watched it again, it's Weidman kind of doing the bacon.
Yeah, I mean, he's not. I mean, he's an offensive defenseman. He's not. His defensive game's not great.
I miss having Jack Guy out there. God, I miss him.
Drew, you might look at it and say it's kind of a process, right? Let them win a series or two and move towards it, and you never know in the playoffs what happens, right? Maybe this is the year McDavid just pulls that team through the playoffs by its bootstraps. He's having a crazy year. So, but I know what you mean, right? I mean, it's what the playoffs are about. Nothing is certain, except back in the 70s with Montreal. Even then, it wasn't certain. Believe me, it wasn't. And that's what the playoffs are all about, is that thrill it gives you. Chicago jeopardized their chances of getting Bedard last night with that win.
Come on.
By what? A percentage point? That's about all. Couple maybe percent. That's about it. It's not a huge thing. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to look for it, BL. Thanks for the tip too. Yeah, but earthquake. I mean, that's what playoffs are about too, right? Not every team makes it. So what are the old Wide World of Sports? The something of a victory and the agony of defeat. Remember? You remember that Wide World of Sports?
ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, man. Oh, was it the okay? If I said it to the wrong guy, sorry. I might have said that to the wrong guy. Oh well. Will Hextall and Burke stay? No idea. Is Curling on tonight? Who cares? Hey Drew, thanks for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate that, and good luck to your Oilers. Especially with Habs not in it. I got no dog in the fight. Yeah, I don't like Hextall earthquake, so yeah, I agree with that.
Well, GMs, they all get fired at some point.
Well, they're hired to be fired, as they say, same as the coach.
Yep. It's like that NFL coach used to say, Falcons coach. He's like, yeah, you know what the NFL stands for, right?
No fun league.
Not fucking long.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Islanders feel it now. They're playing hard.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hockey left there. Nothing's in the bag yet.
Oh no, don't count. No, I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just saying they're playing hard.
They have to. You got to leave it all on the ice. It's the last game for them. You got to leave it all on the ice tonight.
Short shifts, like they're doing it all. I'm impressed. Who is this guy coaching the Isles?
I don't know. I don't know their coaches.
Kind of looks like Rod Brindamore a little bit, but he's not.
Well, it's not Brindamore.
No.
Somebody out there knows. Who's the coach of the
yeah. Jesus.
Who's the Isles coach? Is Jeff Gorton gone next year? Why the hell would Jeff Gorton be gone next year?
I heard.
You listen to the rumors that you heard out there that he's looking. He's not.
He's not.
Stupid rumors. It's called clickbait.
Yeah,
don't listen to clickbait.
People making rumors.
2-on-1. Save Monty.
Yeah, I know, right? Beauty. Attaboy, Pez. Finish the check.
Lane Lambert is the coach of the Isles.
Where do I know that name from?
He used to be a player. I'm quite sure he was a player.
I'll have to research him later.
Right? He used to be a player, Lane Lambert. I don't think he was a great player, but he was a player. At least that's what I think. That's the name. Jeff Gordon, the NASCAR guy. Yeah, he's going somewhere else next year. Now there's a rumor about Gordon taking a GM job somewhere else. Why would he take a GM job somewhere else?
He's not done here. Why would he leave?
He's the executive vice president. Why would he take a GM job?
Okay. Yeah. Now I see it. Totally see it. Oh shit! Penalty.
What do you see?
Lane Lambert. What's Galley doing? Galley, what the hell are you doing?
Did you check on him? Is he was an ex-player?
Yeah, Detroit.
There you go.
80s, 83.
Wow, was that a legal hip check or no?
I missed it because I had my head down, but I do not like what Galley did after.
What do you do after? He's fighting.
Yeah, but you don't. The code, right? Once you're down on the ice, you don't keep throwing. You just
looked to me like he was just trying to get out of it at that point. I didn't see the whole thing. I got to see it again.
Neither did I, buddy. I just looked up to see chaos. Oh, Galley went for the knee. That was dumb. It
was a kneeing. Yeah, they called him for kneeing, and 2 minutes for roughing. So, but that roughing is an offsetting.
Wow, he had play for the Wings, Rangers, Nordiques.
Okay, so what I didn't see the knee on knee thing. It looked to me like it was a hip, but obviously not.
No, he tried to take out whoever number 44 was.
Pajot. And there's some history there, I believe, between him and Pajot when he was with the Senators.
Yep. These are the subtle things that I dislike that Gallagher does. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Gallagher, but these are the silly things that he does. Sometimes he just stops moving the feet and does dumb things.
Yeah, I mean, every player pretty much does. I'd like to see it again, though, slow motion, and see if that was on purpose or not. That's all.
I think the other player tried to get away from it, and it was a bit of an accident, but at the same time, Gallagher, come on.
An accident's an accident. Sorry. I'm not going to blame a guy if it's an accident. That's what I want to see, if it was or not. What's my thoughts or our thoughts on Malkin? Feel like all other teams hate him. Malkin?
Wow.
He can be dirty sometimes, if I'm right.
He's a bit of a chippy player, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
He doesn't play a respectful game, but I do. Well, I don't know. I think that might have been intentional.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet. Again, I want to see that. If it's intentional, no. I mean, it's not. Here we go.
He stuck his knee out.
He did. He did.
Oh, what a save! Oh, yeah. Beauty.
Yeah, that's not a good play by Galley.
What were we talking about? Malkin. Yeah, would I turn my nose up to that guy if he was on my team? Hell no.
I've never been the biggest Malkin fan, but I don't really care one way or the other. But
no, I'm kind of the same way. But I'd take him over Drouin any day. I'd take him.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'd take him over quite a few players.
But I mean, on a rebuilding team, no.
No.
At his age, it's gonna be tough for him. I wouldn't I mean, yeah, I wouldn't kick him like they say with a girl. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. That
Precisely.
means that like that kind of thing.
I find the crackers add a bit more of a grind and grip.
Oh no, it's like sand. You don't want sand in your privates.
I could say something to that, but it's really, really racist, so I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, don't say it.
I won't.
Well, you have to go, well, but it's really, really racist. Yeah, the best is don't say it.
Yep, I won't say
it. Yeah, Earthquake admits he's a dirty. So I'm right. Malcolm, a bit of a dirty player at times.
I tried to keep it politically correct by saying chippy, but yeah.
Chippy. Hey, Drew, have a great off season too, eh? And thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And all those donos all season. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Susie Q, I love you. 3-2. Shorty? Was that a shorty?
Yeah, what a one-hander. He got his how did he do that?
I don't know, brother. How do you know? Look at that.
They're all looking at it. Look at Galley going, wow, what? How the hell? I got to see that one again. He swung his stick one hand and it went into the top of the net.
Look at that skating, though, Rick. Look at him.
Yeah, for a guy that, he did one-handed it.
That was a Sid the Kid kind of goal.
Wow. If anybody thought, I mean, a knock on Suzuki before. No, but a knock on Suzuki before his career started in the NHL was his skating. He's fixed that.
That's why I said that, Rick.
Look, I know, but anybody who worries about, a guy skating, I mean, look, it's fixable. What effort to get there.
That's where the power skating showed, right there.
Right there, and that one-handed swipe at the puck into the top of the net. Wow. And if I'm correct, one away from tying Caulfield for the. I think that's his 25th.
So that was a shorty, first of all. But what's going on here? Are we down another?
And Barron just got penalized.
Is it Barron or is it Lee?
Well, no, but Barron just got whatever happened. It happened to Barron.
Okay, a high stick by Lee on Barron.
Yeah.
We're okay with that.
So that was Suzuki's 25th goal.
Pardon me?
That was Nick's 25th goal.
Oh, wow.
He's one behind Caulfield. I hope tomorrow he ties it. I just want him to tie it. Eh? Oh, you can get another one. I'd like to see him tie him. Tie goal.
Oh, for sure.
High sticking to Lee, yeah. 4-on-4 for 23 seconds, and then then there's a power play. There's 3:05 left in the second. We're being highly outshot.
Wiseman. Good save, Monty. Good save. I thought Wiseman was supposed to be quick.
I don't know. Good save. Monty hangs on. Brad Arsenault there. That ought to tell you enough about if you want to watch, watching Top Shelf Hockey Guy. You say stupid things like that, it's for two reasons. Either you're stupid or it's clickbait. It's clickbait. He's not stupid, but it's clickbait. Top Shelf is right most of the time. Nobody's right most of the time. So, no, I don't agree with that. I've watched him. He ain't right most of the time.
We're a commercial break.
Another good save by Monty.
A huge beach ball tonight.
Yeah.
I don't.
His job to keep him in it.
Yeah.
He's doing the job. He's keeping the minute so far.
Okay, we got a power play for 1:30, boys. Let's do this. Come on. Last 2.5 of the period. We need this. Tie it up. Hey, there was no drop back pass there. They skated it in over the line.
No, Suzuki just dropped it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
My
To
bad.
Pitlick. He dropped it back to Pitlick.
There we go. There's another drop back by. Oh. Come on, Armia, do something with it, bitch. Armia needs to shoot. He needs to shoot more, not make the play. God damn it. And just as I say that,
moving it around. 45 seconds left on their power play. Great opportunity to tie it up here, boys. Suzuki shoots wide. Cleared down. Nope, not cleared down to center. Then cleared behind the net. 22 seconds on my clock here.
3 seconds on mine. And we only had the one shot on net. That was it. Sad face.
Still a lot of hockey left. We're almost out of the period, though, but still full period to go. Perfect time, though, right now to pop a goal.
It would be.
Icing.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, we're both Montreal fans. Yeah, no, I live in Montreal. Pete's out west.
Yeah, I live in Victoria, BC. Loved Montreal since the 70s.
Why do I want to pass Arizona? Well, I have no say in it. I just want my team to win because I'm watching them. I don't ever cheer for my team to lose. That's all.
And I'm kind of on the same page, but not quite. Like, I cheer for our team to win. I cheer for my team, but there are times where I just do the big, I'll take the loss if we can have the loss. Or don't cheer for them to lose.
Right. You'll take it. Of course. I'm okay if they lose, but I'm not going to go and cheer for them to not win. No. Can't do that.
It's not always about being victorious, Earthquake Jake. I've played a lot of sports in my life. It's not always about winning. It's also about setting the tone for the rest of the season.
About the way they play the game. It's how the game's played is what's important.
Exactly. You've got to set the tone early in the season. This is who we are. This is how we're going to play. Enjoy it.
For the most part, Montreal plays their own game as much as they can. They don't often get forced out of their style or out of their game.
Somebody made an incredible defensive play there at the end.
Number 3 there just made a good a defensive play.
I think it might have been Kovacevic.
Oh, on the other side here, probably happening now. Was Suzuki? What, the block? What defensive play?
Was it Suzuki? I thought it was a defenseman.
If it was the block shot, it was Suzuki.
Yeah, the block shot / pass.
Yeah, Suzuki.
Okay.
So the period's over. It's 3-2. So it sets up should be an exciting third, I would think. So anyway, so we got 15 minutes to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about here while we wait for the third period.
So, Brad, I see what you're getting at, about the, wide pass Arizona. It's Leo Carlson or what's the next guy? Will Smith, or not Leo Carlson. It's Will Smith or Benson. So
it's not about that. It's about the players on the ice. They're not tanking. They don't give a shit about what we want. And us as fans, whether you want them to tank or not, you can't control that. You can't control what they do on the ice.
If you were playing, would you play to lose or would you be playing to win?
Right. Players are not playing to lose this game because of the pick. They're not at all. Suzuki's already said that. They're not doing that.
Whenever we played anything, we played to win, whether it was anything, lacrosse, hockey, ball hockey, whatever we played, we're playing to win. And
Playing to win. So
they're
playing to spoil.
When I play with girls on my foosball table or
right, you're competitive.
I'm playing to win.
You're competitive.
Yeah.
And these guys, listen, they're playing to spoil the Islanders' chance. They want to spoil it for the Islanders. Exactly. That's what they're playing for.
When you can play spoiler for somebody, God, I miss that.
When you're not making the playoffs,
when you know you're not going
right
forward, there's nothing better than
it's the next best thing.
Saying, there you go.
It's the next best thing is
right
stopping somebody else from making it. That's what being competitive is, right? Having that killer instinct, being able to do that and not think about the other team except that you want to beat them and that's it, or you want to ruin it for them.
What is it that a lot of these media people have been saying, about coaches saying to the players? It's if you start playing to lose, it's hard to get out of that mindset.
Right.
On trying to win.
You never want to have that mindset ever.
You never play to lose. You play to win.
No, I don't. Would you want a teammate that's out there to lose? No.
Like, you wanted to lose. It's like, Jesus, Columbus and Arizona and all those teams, they could have played to lose harder than they already tried to lose already. But, it doesn't make sense. They really
don't. Professional hockey players or athletes do not try to lose because
it's a pride thing.
You're not, you know what? If you have that, if you can do that and you don't have that competitive nature, then how are you making it to the NHL? You're not. You don't have that drive
and succeed in life.
You're just not going to do that, So,
I can't fathom. Like if you're willing to throw away games in a regular season of sport, then what about life? Like, are you willing to throw days away in life?
You got to be competitive enough to, I mean, you got to, What's the use? And it feels like I haven't done that in a long time, Bob. I don't know why, but hey, Bob.
I kept my mouth shut tonight, Bob. I was looking for you.
I just noticed him. He just popped up. I didn't say nothing. I was very sly about it.
Cheers, Bob. Yeah, the guy's a twit.
The top shelf guy. His whole channel's about clickbait. His whole channel is about clickbait. So does a lot of it.
Wait a minute. I'm watching that Suzuki goal. Suzuki was at least 10 feet behind the defenseman before he... Wow, he made up a lot of space. Rick, you watching that?
Yeah. He really did.
Damn.
What worked to him? I mean, he just went for it. And that one hand flick of the stick, man. Amazing.
Sidney Crosby like.
Just amazing.
And that's, that is a goal scorer's goal. I don't care. You can fight me on that all you want. That is a goal scorer's goal.
That's just a guy he's a guy with determination to get there. Exactly. And you're right. I mean, not an easy goal to score.
A goal scorer is not going to be denied. And there, he was not going to be denied. That's going to send some energy going into the third. I hope so. I'm kind of leaning towards what you were saying, Rick. We can tie this up and it can go to OT.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if this game goes to OT because that it's a 1 point that's needed. Like I could see this.
Yep.
And then, I mean, at that point, any team could win, but I could see Montreal winning in OT, Islanders getting their point, Montreal wins. Like I could see this happening. Is Caulfield playing against Boston tomorrow? Are you kidding me? Come on, Brad.
Caulfield's out for the rest of the year, brother.
Come on, Brad.
Shit disturber.
If anybody's put that out there, then that's real clickbait because, hey, come on. That's what clickbait that is. All right.
Oh, we're back on. Are
No.
we? No. Oh no.
No, we just wanted to.
Yeah.
We're only a few minutes into the intro.
We're back on.
No, they're showing.
Jamal Bears is showing something.
Yeah, he's explaining this strategy. Montreal's, or I don't know. Is it a full lineup against Boston? Montreal's lineup should be full, but that doesn't mean that it's everybody. Whoever's healthy and in on the roster, yeah. Boston probably going to be, a lot of guys resting.
They're gonna rest Pasta. I don't think Marchand's gonna sit. I think he's gonna play.
I don't know, but we're not getting. Allmark is out. He's listed as out. He's day to day. So we're gonna get that guy that's the whatever third string goalie. I think that's who we're gonna get. If there's an opportunity. What?
We're not gonna get Swayman. We're gonna get somebody else.
Well, think about it. You want to rest Swayman too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm thinking that's what they're going to do, right? Especially if Allmark is injured and day to day, you're resting Swayman.
I guess it all depends on how bad Allmark is injured. Like
if he's uncertain to start, the series, you're resting Swayman. We're going to see that whoever the backup is, or whoever the other goalie is. That's what I think. Price will make a surprising return tomorrow. See, now we know Brad's just, he's having fun. There's absolutely, how do I want to put it? You have a better chance of getting hit by lightning tonight when it's not raining in your area than Carey Price has of making a surprise appearance.
On ice.
Yeah. He might be it.
He might show up in Boston just to.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's probably going to go, yeah, but I only meant he's going to be at the arena. He could be at the arena. It probably will be because I know they're planning to move the end of this month from Montreal back to Kelowna. So he might, who knows if he ever comes back.
Yeah, rumor has it he's building up on what is that?
Carey Price may never come back. Did Shea Weber ever come back? No.
I don't want him back.
Gilles Gilbert is going to start against Montreal. Yeah. Gilles Gilbert's got to be my age or a little bit more. Come on. That would be interesting, though. Gilles Gilbert. That's the goalie. That's the guy that, when Montreal, what was it? Too many men on the ice penalty against Boston. Montreal down by a goal.
Do me a favor.
Guy Lafleur comes out.
How do you feel about
and scores, and the goalie going back like that. That's Gilles Gilbert.
Please, if you love your dad.
He says thank you, by the way.
Well, now they're not going to do it.
No, she won't do it.
When you put it like that, you're not getting anything.
No. She doesn't want to be seen by what she feels is the world.
No, the channel's not that big.
I know.
Believe me.
I'm trying to explain that to her.
They're not even going to get 200 views for this tonight. It was the lowest total.
Watching.
The pregame show was the lowest total of the year. This is going to be also that because it's the end. Not enough people interested to come check it out.
Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Come on. We got 21 people out there. Please. Get on my knees and beg. I will not get on my knees.
Oh, wait.
Nobody.
I will for the right reason.
Yeah.
There's a few things I get on my knees for, but I can't mention them here, really.
No. We can't.
At least we shouldn't. All right, come on, talk to us here. Now we're getting lost. It's getting really awkward.
Yeah, Rick and I are starting to think about
see what happens when you guys don't put comments and see what happens.
What? Here, if you guys don't start putting some comments on there, I'm going to start talking with an East Indian accent. You don't want that.
No, that I have a feel. I actually would like to hear this. So I don't know.
An accent?
I've just seen. I'm getting visions of an Indian Borat.
Ah, Jesus. Borat's got more hair than me.
True.
Still no comment. Okay, well.
I can do an East Indian accent, but it's not going to go over as well as if you do it.
Well, let's hear yours.
No, because it's just not going to go over well.
Good golly gosh.
Yeah, you can do that. I can't. I do that, I'm in a lot of trouble.
Oh, but I say it is okay for you to do.
No.
Please.
But first, okay, I'm going to do it. First, let me just go put some brown makeup on my face, and then I'll come back.
Oh, you want to pull the Trudeau, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
If I'm going to do it, might as well go all the freaking way.
Oh, we got a comment. Bill Duff, you keep telling him that Matt will be joining you and the fist, and they tune out. Oh, ouch.
I didn't say anything.
Ouch.
You're the one who keeps bringing Matt up, not me. It's okay.
Does not like me on the channel.
Me and Pete were going to make a bet, but we both had the same answer. That was the problem. That he wasn't going to be here. So we couldn't really make a bet.
BL.
It's okay. It's okay. Listen, he'll be here tomorrow. He'll be in the stream tomorrow. He better.
I wore my
Now for some Jays updates.
Knuckles shirt.
Awesome. I didn't know you had one.
Knuckles?
Yeah.
I got a Knuckles hoodie, Knuckles shirt, and I think I got a Knuckles ball cap.
I'm wondering if I should, since we're...
Hi, baby. Come say hi. We're on an
Hey, Quinn. How's it going, man? Beautiful goal by Suzuki.
Hello, everyone.
It's my wife, Kirsten.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you, Rick?
Very good, thanks. You decided me on something. I'm not going to read this then. I know I was going to read some of a poem. It's a little bit, I don't know, adult. I feel weird.
Dude, she's with me.
You got to go off camera. If you go off camera, maybe I can read it. No, it's okay. It doesn't matter. No, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun with you. No, you don't have to. No, come back on camera. I'm just bugging you. I'm not going to read it, but I was just bugging you anyway. No, it's good to see you. Good to see you on camera.
And you can read poetry any type. I'm like this guy.
No worries. No. It's just it's a video that I'm working on right now. It's just a little naughty, probably a little too naughty for me to be doing on here anyway. So.
But we like the naughty.
I know, so you'll have to wait for it to come out. I almost did it. You almost got me.
You should have. You should have done it.
God, you're gonna get me in a lot of trouble, God, I can't do that because I could sort of do it. At least in my head, it sounds like it, but nah. Matt is dragging us down. Why is Matt dragging us down? He's not here. How could he drag us down? He's not here.
I love you, BL. I love you, buddy. I love my wife more, but I love you.
Read what again? What did you read something?
Oh, BL Duff. He said you keep telling him that Matt will be joining you in the fist, and they tune out. When I first read it, thought, oh, he's saying that Matt and I are garbage, and everybody just likes you. And then I read it again a couple of times. And
yeah. No, I know that. It wasn't you. It was just for Matt. No, Matt. People don't tune out because of Matt.
Someone said I could have done a lot better.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Quoting the great George Costanza.
Jesus.
All right. Do I have enough guts to read this?
Read it, Rick. Read it. Come
okay,
on.
so I'm going to just read half of it. It's a 4-page poem. I'm going to read you the first 2 pages. I read some of this already, but here we go. So this was fed to me, the first 2 lines, except the last word, by Philip Saint Laurent a few weeks ago. And I've been working on it since. Okay, so here we go. Hickory dickory dock. This chick played with my Glock. That sign, don't read it. It fired once, it fired twice. 9 months later, I got quite a shock. The shock was not the kid, because I knew what I did. But when the kid came out, without a doubt, its face was all distorted. distorted's not the right word. It had no face. Now, I know that's absurd. It had no eyes, mouth, or nose, but had fingers and toes. Its face, to my eyes, was all blurred. Yep, you heard what I just said. My kid had a big, blurry head. You couldn't make out its features like one of those creatures you'd see on The Walking Dead. Could my kid be a creature from hell? A boy or girl? I just couldn't tell. It crawled across the floor and crawled right out the door. It looked back and it waved a farewell. As it waved, it started to speak. What it said came out as a shriek. It made my ears hurt, my penis did squirt, and down my pants leg it did leak. I stood there in a puddle of pee, but not a thing did my eyes not see. The next thing you know, it started to grow. I'd never seen such a creature. OMG. It couldn't be mine. I'm an Episcopalian guy. Maybe the girl was an alien spy. She had lots of zits, and she did have 3 tits, and I should have seen right through her lie. This is the dirty part. She lied when she said she's a Canadian lass. She was hiding something, but had such a great ass, I just couldn't fight. Her pussy was tight, and I gave her a really big blast. So what should I do now with my blurry head kid out on the prowl? Will it terrorize and creep, eating people while they sleep? It's enough to make you empty your bowels. That's all you get till the video comes out.
That was lovely.
BL, you're fucking.
It was lovely. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's going to be my next poem anyway.
Nice.
Not about hockey.
Nice.
And in my opinion, the next 2 pages get better, but we'll leave that up to your opinion when it comes out. What did I miss?
Okay. Have fun at Costco. Love you.
Clean up in Rick's room. Nice to see you.
Nice to see
See you again soon. Better hope your eyesight doesn't clear up or you're in trouble. I don't know what that means. I'm a dirty dog.
I'm a piece of shit, and my wife is spot on. So,
okay, I guess Beal didn't like my poem.
Okay, I'll be back.
bye, baby.
That's
Third
okay.
period has started.
Third period just started. Oh, I guess I should promote this. While we're just getting underway here. Next week, Pete and I are doing an interview with a guy, an author, the author and the, how do you put it? They're both authors of the book and the illustrator. So it's 2 guys. I don't know if I mentioned it before.
Yeah.
He's a guy from India. His answer, I don't know if he's actually from India.
No,
he's Punjabi.
He was born in Kamloops.
Yeah. So,
his name is Aja Baines.
Aja Baines. Yeah. So he was captain of the Hamilton Bulldogs. I don't know why I coughed on that. And won the Memorial Cup with the Kamloops Blazers. Anyways, we're going to be interviewing him about his book. And so that's going to come out on the channel. We're doing it next Thursday. So I don't know exactly when it'll come out, but not long after that. And you'll probably see maybe they're going to use the interview in some of their promotions. Mm-hmm. So that's something we're doing next week. I just wanted to not forget to bring that up. A great opportunity that came to me, and I'm definitely going to do this. Bob says for the first 8 lines of my poem, he thought it was last year with Ducharme. No, the first 2 lines of the first verse was given to me by Phil Saint Laurent. Like it's been a month. I didn't realize it's been a month that I was been writing this. What possessed? Well, I just said it was when I get a challenge like that. Yeah, I wrote one verse and then the next day started to write the whole poem. And that's how, listen, it's a story. Where it came from, I couldn't tell you.
Quinn, Peter, what's the most you've dumbbell pressed?
That guy there you were telling me about last week. Yeah.
Ask me something easier, like how many people have I punched in the head?
I didn't hear well, and I heard the F word there. How many of you did that in the head? And I'm thinking, what? Okay, that's odd. So we're almost 2 minutes gone here in the third. The score is still 3-2.
I'll answer you on the thing.
A what?
Well, no, never mind. I was going to say I was going to answer him in the chat. Quinn, when I tore my pec, I was going for a weightlifting competition. I tore my pec and my shoulder up. I had 360 on the bar, and I pressed it 4 times.
But dumbbell, that's barbells, no?
That was a bit straight bar on the bench. Dumbbells, I've never really done just dumbbells.
I've met a lot of dumbbells though.
I can do I've got the 52.5s. I can do that, no problem. But
I met a lot of dumbbells in my life. Never tried to lift one up.
I've lifted a few. I lifted a guy up by his helmet once. His ear came off too.
Yeah.
I got that helmet off too.
Punched it off.
He took our best player off the court, in the box. It was horrible. Brad Arsenault, strongly agree. Top shelf hockey guy is a dumbbell. And I don't want to knock other people out there, but
it depends on, first of all, it depends how you look at it. If you look at what he's really doing, he's not. He's got a successful channel based on rumors he makes up, most of them, and people watch him and believe him. He's not that dumb. It's the people that watch him and believe him that you could say he might be dumb. By the way, that guy that just passed 82, that's Frederic Allard. He's up too.
Willie O'Ree.
Willie O'Ree. Where do you get that from?
A badge in a commercial of Willie O'Ree.
Bob says, so you are related to Mike Tyson.
Who, me?
That's what well, it's not me.
I don't bite people's ears off. I just rip them off.
Definitely. I'm definitely.
His strap on so tight, I couldn't get his helmet off, and my knuckles were starting to really hurt. So, yeah.
So I just threw him into the crowd. By his helmet.
I threw him down on everybody was fighting in the box that day, and I just threw him down to the ground, grabbed the ear holes, pulled as hard as I could. His ear came off with it.
Nothing like a good fight in the box. That's what she said.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Islanders looking to score again. They got to start getting a sense of urgency to get an insurance goal. Right? You got to figure?
No, I want to tie it up.
No, I know. I'm saying, but the Islanders, though,
but the Islanders, yeah, they
need to get an insurance goal.
They need to do something because Montreal is starting to storm back a little bit here. Doesn't look like it, but
well, I mean, they're not allowing them to roll over them, but there's some good zone time here from the Islanders. They're trying.
They got the sticks in the right place. I mean, they're working.
Monty's playing well, and yeah.
But if you look, it's a lot of zone time, but not a lot of quality shots.
Well, kind of Montreal keeping them to the perimeters mostly, exactly. Right?
So, you know what? We can play that.
Yeah, I don't know. This will catch up to you, though, if it's a whole period of this. This way, Montreal ain't scoring from their own.
No, and plus,
in their own end.
Our defense is going to get cement legs here pretty quick. We got to get them off.
Matheson out a minute and a half already on the shift.
Bob, you're a shit disturber.
What'd Bob say?
There is a difference. So you were wearing a mouth guard. I get it. Use what's available. He's still referring to me chewing somebody's ear off.
Oh, I get it.
Tyson bit it off.
I was lost there. Oh, they just went for a commercial break. Where was I?
Rodney 104. That's a different one. Is that somebody that we usually have on here?
Rodney 104. No. Welcome to the channel. Will Montreal win?
No.
I mean, not if they don't get out of their own end and get over to the other side, because you can't score that way. So I don't know. There's still almost 15 minutes of hockey left. So, or a little over 14 minutes left. There's a lot of hockey left. They got to tie it up. We'll see. Monty's doing a good job, at least to keep him in it and not let this get out of hand. And you got to figure the Islanders are going to start to get a little more desperate and urgent to score and put even more pressure on them. So we'll see how that, if we can hold them off. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the betting here. We don't really talk about betting here.
We do not promote betting.
We don't promote that stuff here. But good luck. Does anyone think Bedard will get invited to the World Championships? Why wouldn't he? Too young? Because of his age? Is that why you would? Like, why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he get invited? It's the Worlds.
I see. Okay, that makes me think of Eric Lindros. Before Eric Lindros was drafted, he played in the Canada Cup or something. Yeah, I mean, it's been done before, so I don't see why not. I mean, he's going to be in the NHL next year, right?
Time only tells, but I would presume he's going to be in the NHL next year.
Well, I mean, he's going to go first overall. I mean, he's going to be in the NHL next year. Will he stick? I mean, he's like that. We don't know, but he's going to get the opportunity.
Yeah. Depends. Oh, so hard to say, Rick, because
it's good, but he's going to get the opportunity. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going beyond that.
Because God, if he ends up in like Columbus or Arizona,
oh God, he'll definitely make a team like that.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
He's such a precious commodity on the ice in that circumstance, right? When you don't have somebody like a Jack-Eye to protect them.
Who says they don't? And but the ticket selling that he'll do,
Arizona,
he's going to be on the ice.
New rink.
He's going to be on the ice. If Cole Caulfield, who's smaller than him, can play, then he can play.
Oh, hey, no, don't. Yeah, I'm not questioning Bedard's toughness. That little shit is tough. He's a very strong little man, and he's not that little, but he is.
He's
got a
9.5, 5'9.5", I think.
When he was standing there in front of us, we were down at the boards. I had a good look at it. He's thick freaking neck on him, thick legs. He's
well, he works out.
Yeah, he's
in the weight room, that's for sure.
Plus he's a BC boy. I mean, come on.
See, now we're getting down, starting to get down to it, closing in on that halfway mark. On the period, it's 12:40 to go on my clock. In the third, 3-2 Islanders. They're a little over double the shots, 32-15. So good job on Monty again. Bob's got it right. Lindros, 1991 Canada Cup. He played with Gretzky and Lemieux, I believe. And it was, they won. I believe they won. Owen Power did it. That's right. Owen Power also did it. It doesn't happen often, but there's precedent.
Yeah, Bob, you know what? That Bedard kid, he's like, everybody keeps saying he's generational. That kid, I guarantee you, that kid will stay on the ice 24/7 if given the opportunity.
Well, but every kid that like that year, the year of his draft, all that, they play a ton of hockey.
Yeah.
All the top, they play a ton. So it's not like it's a. I mean, it's expected. I don't think it's a problem.
Global did a little story on him out here. It probably went nationwide, but he would be out at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, taking slap shots to the whiteboard in the backyard. In his neighborhood, and the neighbors just they were just like, you know what, whatever. It's Bedard.
Yeah, well, you don't get to be his talent level and be able to execute in the way he does without that kind of work ethic.
So if he's out, what I'm trying to get at is if he's out there at midnight, doing his slap shots, do you really think that a long season is going to affect that kind of mentality? That kid just wants to rock.
No, I believe their draft year, that's like the longest season they go through.
I mean,
the top kids.
Eats, smells, dreams, that's all he does. It's hockey. His world is hockey. And the thing
Suzuki just flipped it over the glass, and it's going to be a penalty.
When you see the look on Bedard's face,
that wasn't smart.
And he loves the game.
That wasn't smart by Suzuki.
Didn't get a penalty for it, though, did we?
He flipped it right over the glass. That's a penalty, isn't it?
It looks like it's still 5-on-5, bro. Maybe it went off a stick.
Oh.
I didn't see the play. I was busy flapping at the gums. So
he flipped it right out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. That's what I saw. I guess not.
That's very Marner of him. See what I did there? Took a dig at Marner.
Yeah. Dig away. Canadian players who play in the KHL are not allowed to play in World Championship, right? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, Sofka. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah. I don't think we want to ship players to the K simply because we don't know if we'll get them back. But
you can't. Didn't they send all of those guys out?
I believe so. Yeah. Oh, that was close. That was good setup.
Besides, what Canadian kid would want to go there and maybe get killed there?
Exactly.
That was close. The guy didn't get good wood on that.
Exactly. That was really close.
A little redirect there, yeah.
Monty was in position to possibly make the save.
Yeah, but the guy didn't get wood on it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said last night. It was more like you didn't have good wood. No, that's not what. No, wasn't that.
That's the one thing my wife said. Do not talk about our bedroom life online. So I will respect that and keep that between her and I.
Yeah, you just lie about it. That's all. I never tell the truth.
I don't lie. No. Bob Cannon wants to know what stream the game is on tonight. Can you help him out there, Rick? Because I'm just watching.
Sorry, what?
Bob Cannon wants to know what stream is the game is on tonight.
What stream is the game on? Oh, I now on Hockey TV. It's the only place I've been watching lately. On hockey.tv, I think is what it is. Where am I? Oh, I'm in StreamYard. I don't see that one. It's up there on my other screen. Under 9 minutes left in the third. See, now it's the Habs' turn. They need to get urgent to get a goal now.
They need to
if
pick
they
it up.
want to tie it up. They got the urgency has to be on them now. BL, I think you're right. He says when all the war broke out over there, all the American and Canadian players came home. I believe that's 100% right. And they don't want them back. And who would want to go back?
Right. Plus, the money's not all that great either, from what I understand. Although the skill level supposedly is very high.
But KHL?
Yeah.
Well, not NHL level.
No, but it still keeps you too honed in according to...
Well, it's been watered down by having no foreign players, basically.
Wait a minute.
Still, like, we're almost at the end of the game. The pace has been good all game.
Pace has been great. We got Teasdale, Pizzetta, and Tierney out there right now, and they're doing well for an energy line. They're doing very well. That's the best offensive production we've had so far in this third period from the line.
Some good puck movement there.
Yeah. You know, the one thing that stresses me out with our team is the Gallagher contract. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, wow.
It's really starting to affect me. As much I love him, but his play today is not worth $6.5 million. 6.5, right?
Yeah, 6.5. Yeah. We're at 6.5 minutes left in the third. So Slavkovsky saying in Slovakia, players who played in the KHL aren't allowed to play on their World Championship team.
Huh.
Earthquake, no, they're not helping the Penguins. It doesn't look. Still 6 minutes, though. It's not over yet. They're trying.
Yeah, Earthquake, he makes that much. 6.5 a year. He's being paid for the past.
BL, it was a vape. She had a little bit of something in the cartridge on a vape that she had. It wasn't hash. Contracts. Yeah, so there's a few contracts still that I don't see how they're going to get out of Gallagher's contract.
Yeah, that's
Gallagher's got 4 more years after this season. 4 more. It's a lot.
He's our new Drouin. At least he does better than Drouin, but
no, not now. He's not. As bad as you want to say Drouin, he's got more points.
Yeah. What are we going to do?
There's not much you can do at that point, right?
No.
There's not much you can do. Can't buy him out. Not with 4 years left. Cannot buy him out.
No,
that's too much.
No, that'd be too much of
not going to be good. And you got no choice. I mean, try to move him. Try to move him. It's not looking like a buyout. No, buyouts then makes it. He's got 4 years left, and it's 8 years. And granted, the last 4 are less, but the first year of the buyout, I believe, it goes up to a crazy number that goes against the cap, and it's really not worth it in general. Maybe in the last year of it, you buy him out. It's not so bad. Not with 4 left. Not at his money. You just say no to drugs? I don't say no to drugs. Drugs ask me questions. I say yes.
Oh, they just did a close-up on Sorokin's helmet. Respect. He's got Bossy on there and a few other names. And they're not
Yeah, I see it there. Yeah. Potvin, Tonelli.
Oh, Tonelli. Remember Tonelli? He was the
Of course I
most.
remember Tonelli.
He was like Tikkanen, just that most annoying.
But he was good, and he was good in Pittsburgh as well. Won cups with
He was
Penguins.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. 32-15 for the shots. That's kind
Yeah,
of.
there's no shots for a little bit now. It's actually been sitting there at that for a little while. 5:22 left in the third
boys,
here.
tie us up. Let's go.
Brad, it doesn't work that way though, right? Trade him to LA because Bergevin signed him. It doesn't work that way.
Only it did.
Bergevin's probably really happy he got away from that contract.
Oh shit.
Johanny, if I'm pronouncing it right. Welcome to the channel, but yeah, I doubt that.
Why? Come on. Hoffman, you twit.
Oh, that's a stupid penalty by Hoffman.
What a twit.
That's just stupid. He's going to explain himself. Let's see. It just looked bad. Let's see if it's right or wrong. I mean, I don't know. That looks stupid, though.
That was stupid. There's no way. Like, look at that, Rick. That's stupid. I mean, it's a bit of a dive.
Well, let's see, though.
The angle shows a bit of a dive to me, but that's me. Because I'm pro Hab.
Oh, no. He threw him into the boards. Guy was off balance, dude. No. The guy was off balance, whatever. But he was off balance, and they pushed him right into the boards. That's not smart.
I know. It's a dumb play. That's not a hockey play.
Not when you're trying to catch a goal to tie a game.
Like, he just screwed us for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's done. That probably screwed their chance right there.
Especially after the energy line was just out there again. You know, like, God damn it.
Unless they get a shorty. Come on, Nick.
Yeah. Hey, doesn't Nick have 3 shorties now?
I don't know, 2 or 3.
Damn it!
Boston to lose in the first round? No, I'm not going to predict that. Wouldn't shock me. But. God damn it. There's the game now. And guess what my score was for the game? 4-2.
Yeah.
So I got the score.
When you and I talked about it, I think I said 4-1, didn't I?
You did, yeah. I think I got to pay someone $10 because I think somebody got 4-2 Isles with Nelson with the first goal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, poor Monty was totally screened on that. He didn't see it at all.
Is anybody in the chat that had 4-2 Isles with Nelson with the first goal? If you are, let me know. If not, I'll figure it out.
Juhani Polano. That's another.
Yeah, name. Earthquake. I don't know if it'll be in the first round, and it might not happen at all, but I don't think in the first round for the President's Trophy curse. It definitely seems to be a thing, though. Well, Isles are going to make the playoffs, and Pittsburgh is not. Barring a miracle, like a miracle. Because the Habs have to score 3.
Montreal or
No, they can't tie.
points.
Tie doesn't work this way. They got to get 3 goals and beat them in
was a
regulation.
trip. That was a trip. No call. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I think at this point they're not going to call too much. That's definitely a trip. And then they tripped him back. I guess they let it go.
See, a team like this, if I wouldn't want us to make any kind of run in a playoff with a team like this because it'd be too heartbreaking.
With the Habs?
I'm looking forward to for the Habs. I'm looking forward to the next 3 to 5, and then it's not going to be so heartbreaking. It's going to be just pure, utter joy and excitement.
Yeah, although you could say more than likely the first time they make the playoffs, probably going to be heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, but it's still going to be excitement.
Yeah, definitely though. Yeah, you're right. It'll be both.
Next 3 to 5, it's going to be great. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be great. Over the next 1 to 2, I see us getting much more competitive. Hopefully next year we can be even better than we were this year. Competitive.
Well, yeah, I think they'll be more competitive, but yeah. 17 straight years Penguins made the playoffs. First year they're not going to after 17 straight. Yeah, we know that feeling.
That'll be icing. Well, good for the for the Islanders. They needed this. They worked their ass off. They did it. So hopefully our Habs players saw that. You got to leave it all on the ice in order to win.
Hang on, Guru. I think right. The second guess, yeah. So somebody won. Somebody won the guess the score contest. 5th time this year. That's all. And it might probably be the last one this year, but we got one more opportunity. Yeah. So I don't know who had the second guess. God, I should know that. I remember who was up there. Jason LaRose. Jason LaRose won. I believe it was Jason. I believe it was Jason. Anyway, somebody won. So anyway, that's not bad.
Missed the empty net. Good.
Anyways, it was early in the chat, so it won't take long to figure it out. I think it was Jason, Guru? He was second. Awesome. Jason's been around for... Oh, they just missed an empty netter. Wow, they just missed an empty netter to change that. I guess that's the only thing that can change it right now. As a minute for an empty net goal.
Well, they got to start shooting. They can't just dance around here on the ice with the puck, for Christ's sake.
Down the ice. That ain't going to go in. And an icing call.
Sorokin didn't have to stand on his head. He did a good job. He was there when the team needed him, but
Wild to win the cup against the Leafs. The Leafs are going to make a breakthrough. Yeah, by winning a round. That's about it. Maybe. 35 seconds.
the Leafs have got the talent. I don't think they have the coaching that it takes, and I don't think they just don't. The trades that they made, they still don't have the heart that's required to get there and do it all.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, we got to see how the games are played.
Good game. Competitive till the end. That's all I can ask for.
Some good action here at the end, though.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. 4-2 Islanders. And Jason LaRose, I believe it's Jason, won the Guess the Score contest for the 5th win of the season. Not bad. I had a feeling somebody was going to win tonight. I really did. I had a feeling somebody was going to get it tonight. And we got one more. All right, so Let me just get this off here so I can hear again.
Yeah, right, BL. They're still,
Where's my
even though
cursor?
they've added some toughness, they're still a little bit soft.
Who?
The Leafs.
Well, yeah, I mean a little bit, but not as bad as it was.
Not as bad as previous couple 3 years, but
yeah.
But still, I mean, Luke Shen, he can only do so much. O'Reilly can only do so much. They got to be kicking themselves in the ass for letting guys like Kadri go.
Yeah, although they'd have to pay him a lot by now if he was still there, don't you think? Would have been a problem by now.
Yeah. Well, definitely. They couldn't afford him. That's for sure.
That's what it comes down to, right? When you have the contract. Listen, hopefully Montreal doesn't. And it's the reason why we say, like, you bring in a guy like Dubois, it's another big contract. You add those together and you screw yourself over time, you know?
Yeah. It adds up over the the next 2 years. And as much as we'd love to see Dubois in Montreal colors, it could potentially harm us too. If Dubois comes, then you got to let somebody like Anderson go. And
somebody's got to move out over. You got to figure anyway. In Calgary, they're saying Huberdeau and Kadri both want out, but they just signed long-term deals. Didn't they?
I believe so.
Both of them signed long-term deals, 7 and 8 season deals.
I can't say.
How are you going to move those guys? No way. Yeah, I don't see how they're going to move those guys. Earthquake, we're really sorry to hear it. I feel for you. You know, we understand that. Matt Murray, though, like he's injured, I think, right now. I don't know that he's going to make much.
Aren't they saying he's day to day as well?
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to have much of an impact in the playoffs, but you never know. But yeah, for a game or two till he gets hurt again, like that kind of thing. Kadri was a coach killer in Toronto. I don't know if he's done that in Calgary with his stupid penalties. I thought he's kind of not doing that anymore.
He still takes the odd dumb penalty. I'm not going to lie. I watched a few games only because I missed Toffoli. I love Toffoli. Yeah, Kadri still does some pretty dumb things on the ice.
Does. Jason, send me an email. Send me an email to my email address in the description there so I can get yours so I'm able to send you the prize. But congratulations, buddy. You're the 5th winner this season. So awesome. Have you won before? Why do I think you've won before too? But anyways, congrats because it's been a while. Beba, I think, was the last one before Jason. He's matured quite a bit since going to Calgary, except that if he wants out, that's not very mature. But that's probably just a rumor. It doesn't mean it's true.
He's playing. See, guys like him play well for a coach like Sutter.
Jason's second time this season he's gotten it right. I thought you've won before. Awesome. Congrats, dude. Congrats. I don't know if we've ever had. I don't know. Have we had anybody win twice? I don't know. And in the same season yet. Earthquake, I appreciate that. Awesome, buddy. Come back anytime. We're here every game, every Habs game anyway. Yeah, so that's awesome for Jason. Twice in the same season. CJ Flip, welcome to the channel. A Islanders fan. Are you coming here to gloat? I would say that Boston is the odds-on favorite to win the cup this year. They are. I mean, they are, but that doesn't mean they're going to win the cup. Only two President's Trophy winners. I think since the 2004 season. I think, but in the 2000s, since then, only 2 have won the cup. So it's not. There's a jinx to it. There is definitely a jinx to it. Or is it a jinx, or it's just that's the natural number that would win it? I don't know, but it's not a given that you're going to get the cup.
I mean, Boston does have all the pieces.
Expected to hear French? From what would have given you that idea? There's nothing of mine is in French. The description's not nothing. There's nothing. Why would they give you that idea? 5 teams since they brought it in since 1985. Right. So since 1985, only 5 President's Trophy winners have won. But is that a jinx, or is that like if it wasn't the President's Trophy and it was something, or they didn't have a trophy for that, just whatever, would it be the same result? Probably, right? Probably. But it seems like there's a jinx, though. It definitely does seem like there's a jinx. And considering it's Boston, I hope the jinx is there. Yeah, I hope the jinx is.
If you think back to the 80s, 85, that would have been Edmonton's rise, wouldn't it?
85, I believe, was Edmonton, wasn't it? At 85
Yes.
or Boston?
Oh,
Was it Boston Edmonton for the final? Why do I think that? Somebody look up who was the cup winner in 85.
I want to say it was the start of the rise of Edmonton.
No.
And,
Yes, right? Because 80 to 84, 81 to 84 was the Islanders.
Yep.
No, 80, 81, 82, 83. 84, 85 was Edmonton. Not 86, 87, 88 was Edmonton. Didn't they win it 4 years in a row? 4 years out of 5?
Montreal won it, did they not?
Right, but didn't they? Right, 86 was Montreal, but didn't they win it 4 out of 5?
Yes.
Edmonton? And that's their dynasty. It wasn't all in a row, but it was 4 out of 5. I want to say that's what I remember.
I believe two of those seasons, they were the President's Choice or whatever you want to call it.
President's Trophy winners? Yeah, I can't tell you. But I think that's my recollection of the cup winners back then. Bob, I use it. I don't know if I have security issues or not. I don't think so. But I use it all the time.
Earthquake, I hate the Bruins too. I hate them with passion that I hate them as much as I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs.
No, I hate them a little less, but I hate them. But I hate them a little less.
A little less.
I have a lot more respect for the Bruins because they gave us a lot. I don't know. I just have more respect for the Bruins.
Well, they just didn't play as dirty as Toronto has played us. Toronto plays us dirty.
Well, Boston over the years. Come on. Boston over the years have been freaking dirty.
They stood up. They stood up, knuckle to knuckle. Yeah, they played dirty, but they went fist to fist. You know, they stood up. Toronto, they're not like that. Toronto, I just don't know
if I'm biased, and that's why I say it or not. Because I think it's because I'm biased, and I just hate Toronto.
Well, everybody hates Toronto, except for Toronto fans.
Bubble Tea, Philly has only won the Stanley Cup in the 70s 2 years in a row. They have not won another Stanley Cup, I don't believe.
They've come close, didn't they?
Yeah, with Lindros. Didn't they come close? They made the finals, but they didn't win.
No.
I think they've only won it. I don't think they've won it any other time. Bedard to Capitals. You got a chance. I think you got a chance. Yeah, they're in the running for the lottery. No, the only teams I hate, I'll list them to you. Toronto, Boston, Carolina. I think that sums it up right there.
I got a few more, but
yeah, I don't. That's for me. Well, list yours off.
Toronto's number 1. Boston. Despise the Rangers. They're right up there with Toronto.
Yeah, I don't.
And then I gotta say, Detroit is another team that.
Oh, I don't have
a toss up between Detroit and Tampa.
Oh no, I have nothing. For me, I guess I could say Philadelphia, but I used to hate the Flyers, but they're not the team that I used to hate. They're not that style anymore. No. So I don't really hate the Flyers anymore, but I used to.
Yeah, I used to hate the Flyers when they were what was it?
Right through Lindros. I hated the Flyers. Hextall. Oh, I hated the Flyers.
Hated Hextall.
But
that's when they were called. They had a nickname.
Broad Street Bullies.
Broad Street Bullies. Thank you. Yeah, and they were. And Knuckles has a story on that, and him and a few other players were just like, no, this ends now, and they went into the Flyers rink, and they not only beat them on the scoreboard, but I believe they beat the living tar out of them that game as well. Anybody who was willing to step up, they beat them.
Yeah, that must have been in the 80s. But I remember in the 70s in the series, when we beat them in 76, they just outplayed them. They didn't really, well, my memory is they didn't really beat them physically. They stood up to them and they handled the physical side, and then just showed them what a better hockey team is, and beat them that way. And I remember them talking about it. I mean, unless my memory's screwed up, but yeah, I mean, I don't remember them beating them physically, but standing up to it and handling it.
Yeah.
And not letting it get to them at all, and then just beat them on the ice with skill. Because they were the better team skill wise, that's for sure. But
Montreal always finds a way
dirty.
to be better team skill wise.
They were, and Philly was just dirty. That's they skilled. That's not that they weren't skilled, but they were dirty more than anything.
They were big. They were nasty.
They were dirty.
They played on the edge.
Yeah. 1985. Edmonton beat Philly, and I said Edmonton and Boston. I was wrong about the Boston.
Yeah,
Earthquake doesn't hate Toronto. Well, you're one of the few.
Philly was decent in the 80s. A couple of
What's
times.
that? I talked over you.
Yeah, I was just saying. For some reason, I think Edmonton or Philly was decent a couple of years there in the 80s.
Yeah, under Mike Keenan.
Yeah.
Under Mike Keenan, but they never won the cup, though. They got there, but they didn't win.
Yeah, they contended a bit. They
Yeah.
were in contention.
No, they were. And that's one of the reasons I hated them, because they were still a good team, and they were always in contention, and I just hated them. Yeah, I understand now why you hate Hextall even more if you didn't hate him before. But you said you're young, right? So you wouldn't hate Hextall from when I hated him.
Oh, I saw Hextall break ankles in front of the net. He's just
Well, remember Chelios? Didn't he go after I remember that one time he just two-handed whack on
two-handed whack to Chelly's. Yeah, Chelly's
the back of his leg, I think.
Yeah, it was the right.
Never forget that.
I saw that.
I'm sure Chelios has not forgotten it either.
No.
Penguins need a goalie bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's part of their downfall this year. I know Jarry wasn't great.
Yeah, that's right, Bob. Hextall did take down Tikkanen, didn't he? Yeah, I remember that.
Was that?
That was right above the knee, is it? Yeah, that was right above the knee on the.
What are you talking about? Oh, Hextall also Tikkanen down with that. Yeah. He just listen. It wasn't just Chelios. He did that a lot. He was a lunatic.
A lot of players.
He had road rage.
The other thing is, if it wasn't a two-hander to the leg, he would get you. He would take the crook of the goaltending stick and stick it right up your butt, like right.
Yeah. And I don't disagree with the reason why he did it, because I mean it was his crease and he protected it. Billy Smith did it.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with it. It's just the way they did it that I disagreed with. Billy Smith, I tolerated, and actually it was okay for some reason. But Hextall, I hated him.
But Hextall did it outside the crease, though. That's why.
Yeah, he'd chase you. Yeah, right. And where Billy Smith was, don't get in my crease.
Yeah.
You get in my crease, you're fair game.
Get in my
but
box.
Hextall would chase you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated Hextall. And I did not hate Billy Smith. I liked Billy Smith. He was a good goalie, and he was feisty. I did. He was feisty, and he was good. And I didn't have hate for the Islanders at all. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the play, Bob. I remember the play. I think it was again the right leg that he went after. Tikkanen was facing him, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Leg.
I sort of remember it, but I don't, because the Habs weren't involved. It was a playoff game, I think, and they weren't involved, so I didn't watch playoffs. Or they weren't in
I
that
just
series, so I
remember
didn't
seeing
watch
it
it.
going down.
I just didn't watch series that Montreal wasn't involved in.
Yeah.
Bubble Tea, explain that. Hextall inspired your road hockey goaltending style. You like to clobber people two-handed? Is that what you mean?
But out of all the hockey players to ever play the game, I think the nastiest person, stick work wise,
Bobby Clark.
Trophy. Who?
Bobby Clark.
You think Bobby Clark?
That's that automatically. It's okay. Go ahead. I want to hear you say, but for me, sorry for interrupting.
For me, it's got to be Tim Hunter.
Stick. You know, that's a good one. Tim Hunter was definitely known for that. But for me, it's Bobby Clark.
He never got caught as much as he should have. But I've seen that guy when, Calgary would come to Vancouver, we'd sneak in, sneak into the odd game here and there. And I saw him two-hand spear people behind the net in the nuts.
Yeah, see, with Tim Hunter, his stick work was more above the waist, right? And in the face, too, if I remember correctly.
In the face, usually the gut. He was always...
But right, above the waist, right? Where Bobby Clark, man, he broke a few ankles. And famously, the Russian player there in 72, if Bobby Clark doesn't break that guy's ankle, we lose that Summit Series in 72. That's without a doubt. If he doesn't break... I forget the guy's name. He was great, that Russian player, and he was killing us. If he doesn't break that guy's ankle, we don't win that series. No, it's not. It's well known.
No, I agree. It's just...
And he was sent out to do it, and he did it. They told him, go out and hurt him, and he broke his ankle.
He was killing us, though, right?
He was killing us.
He was destroying us.
Yep. So that might be a little known fact. I don't think it's that little known, but maybe for you younger guys, it might be more little known that he did that.
Bruce,
Bob, do you remember the guy's name?
Dirty game.
What's that?
Bruce Harper said, Rick, I feel the Islanders played a dirty game. They didn't play a dirty game. They played a very, very nice, tight, defensive, yet forechecking game with lots and lots of energy.
Okay, I'm going to say this. If you think back on the game, who do you think of with the dirty hits? It was Montreal with two of them.
Yeah.
Right? Gallagher and Hoffman. Those were bad hits. So I'm thinking, and I don't think of the Islanders as being dirty last night. It's too bad. It's, you know what? The game is over. So Pete and I both won. The game is over. You didn't make it before the game was over. Pete and I both
won. I told
won.
you I was going to be out.
Oh, it's true. He did. You know what? He did. That's on me. Oh, yeah, I now remember. But listen, I'm an old guy. You know my memory's shit.
I know.
Karlamov. I think that's it. Karlamov was the guy. It was a K name, though. It wasn't it was something like that. That's who was killing us. And Bobby Clark broke his ankle. And if he doesn't do that, we were toast. And I believe that guy, he died in a car crash. I want to say that's the guy that a few years later, one of the greatest Russian players, at least to that day, up until then, he was one of the greatest Russian players ever. Valery Karlamov. I believe that his first name was Valery. Anyway, never forget that. I don't really remember him breaking the ankle while I watched it when I was a kid, but I know in reading about it afterward, Bobby Clark, I think, admits it. And a lot of the players said they wouldn't have won without that. Why are you guys laughing at me and being quiet?
No,
I Peter put something in the chat.
Oh, put Matt.
By the way, genuine question. How in the holy hell did Nick Suzuki score that shorty? Genuinely, how did he score that goal?
Highlight that was.
I watched the replay. I just watched it. I had to go and walk out of my room for a second. I was like,
not only that,
what?
Do you see him skate to catch up to it?
He was
Oh,
10
yeah.
feet behind.
Unbelievable.
He was 10 feet
Oh, he
behind.
turned on the afterburners. That kid's nasty. He's
that
so
nobody
good.
knew he had. Apparently, he doesn't have that. He showed it there.
Remember the
And the one-handed swipe, and the puck goes boom into the corner. Like, how do you do that? Anyways, that's why he's going to be a great player.
The knock on Suzuki is his skating. Okay,
It was coming into the NHL. That was the biggest knock on Nick Suzuki. Was his skating.
He's doing power skating. That son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
But it's known. No, but it's known that they started working on him with that, and his skating there's no problem anymore.
Oh my God, he saw that puck and immediately was like, boom, off to the races.
Bob, why are you bringing that up
nasty.
again? The brutal blindsided hit on Pierre. What are we talking about? Bad hits in the playoffs?
No, we were just talking about players that we hate and how dirty they were.
Right. Oh, there you go. And if you remember that one, that was the series, either one or two series before Montreal met them in the playoffs and eliminated. Where it was the Islanders. And then we got Turgeon the next season, I think.
Yeah,
but they took out Turgeon, and we didn't have to face Turgeon that year, I believe, in the playoff series. I think I'm right about that one.
Yeah, I can't.
It was the Islanders, yeah, because he started out in Buffalo, Pierre Turgeon, if I'm correct, with the Sabres, and then he got traded to the Islanders, then to Montreal. And then we moved him to St. Louis for Corson, a washed-up Corson, unfortunately.
Yep.
And it was a bad move on Montreal's part. But I tend to think, and there was a rumor, and I don't know the validity or the exact rumor, but there was a rumor that he did something that caused this. Something he did made them trade him early like that. It wasn't because they wanted Corson. He did something. His punishment was out. I don't know what it was. And you got to think, guy put up numbers in his one full season, and he's a French player and all that, and they moved him less than 2 seasons after acquiring him. He did something wrong. And I think he might have slept with somebody's wife. That's the rumor. I don't know the validity. I don't. But he did something like that, apparently. Same thing, apparently, it was either Chelios or Matthew Schneider. I'm not sure if Chelios slept with Schneider's wife, if Schneider slept with Patrick Roy's wife. Something like that happened, and it's the reason that one of those guys got traded. Chelios, I think it was nightlife. He was too big a partier. They didn't like it. I think Matthew Schneider slept with somebody's wife. So another instance of that happening. That was the rumor at the time. I don't know. Again, don't know the validity. I don't. But that was the rumor. Drama. Can Drouin do the same thing of what?
Sleep with somebody's wife? Yeah, probably. Probably already has.
Drouin probably can't get it up. He can't play hockey, so how's he going to get it up? I mean, come on.
No, that's not fair to say. I'm not going to say that about someone. I'm really not. By the way, that Hunter, the hit from Dale Hunter on Turgeon, it's right. He got an 81-game suspension. I think that's because he got suspended for the whole season the next season.
Yep.
And they played 80 games, and he got one. I don't know how it was 81, but it was a shitload, and he deserved every game of it. Dale Hunter, a great player, dirty as all get out. I'm not going to swear, but like he was a great player, but man, was he dirty when he was with the Nordiques. Oh my God, he was horrible.
Yeah,
he was horrible, and we had a lot of games against him.
He started a lot of shit when he was with the Nordiques.
He was front and center in the Friday Night Massacre. Dale Hunter, the Stastnys. Can Drouin do the same thing? I don't get what Drouin can do that's the same of what? Get an 81-game suspension? What's the difference? His last game as a Hab is tomorrow. That's it. Bye-bye, Jonathan Drouin. He's not getting re-signed. I feel like I'm on. I know I'm not on screen alone. I just feel like I'm alone, though.
No, I'm just getting messages. I'm sorry.
I'm still trying to comprehend Suzuki's goal. Like I still can't wrap my mind around it. I really can't.
Goal. And then that's his 25th. If he gets a goal tomorrow, he ties Cole for the team lead, which I'd like to see him do. I mean, it's nothing against Cole, but 35 games now he's missed. Someone should tie that goal total.
But why? Why?
Why? Actually, I said that Suzuki would. I don't know how long ago, but a little while ago, I said he'll tie it. I wanted to tie it. I want to be right. Ryan, he's a free agent. He's a UFA next season. They're not re-signing Drouin. Last game tomorrow. That's it. He will never wear a Habs uniform again.
No, Bob, you do not get audience participation points.
Okay. He can have audience participation points. They don't mean anything. You can have them. How many you want? How many? However many you want, I'll give them to you.
We don't.
And on that note,
here.
On that note, we're going to take off here. We're at 3 hours. That's long enough for live stream, and we got 3 shows tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm doing a pregame show. We're doing a live hangout. Hopefully, all 3 of us right like this for the whole game, and the postgame show. Matt might not be able to do the whole postgame show. It's late, but we're going to be here for all that to end the season, and hopefully, you guys will join us for that. And on that note, on behalf of the boys in the band, thanks for being here. Appreciate
Bring your
it.
booze tomorrow.
And yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a break. And till tomorrow, stay safe out there. Enjoy the rest of the night, and peace out, y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.